Cool. It's starting.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, right. I'll read the recap. Sorry, music's going to have to go off for a second. Because I've chosen YouTube music today. Music. Okay. Let's see. Brylynn and Grognak wait in the underground rebellion, while Sable and Sola look for the king and do some recon at the castle. Kipora had just run in announcing, "We found her! We found Sarah!" Crow and Kipora have a brief private discussion in which they discuss she doesn't always remember, or she doesn't remember anyway, and she's in the Talon Mountains, as well as mentioning confusion of Grimfang's greater purpose and why are they keeping the king in play. Brylynn inserts herself and asks Crow about their conversation. He is yet again not very forthcoming, although he mentioned that they would both have memories that might be important, potentially connective memories. Crow then goes on to mention that the report of the army is troubling and he needs to see for himself, as he has much more battle knowledge than the young boys being sent to scout. Kepora leaves to go to Sarah and confirm her location, as well as be able to teleport her into the city if need be. The scout known as Gwyn returns. That was the one who he was the first one to ever return and have reports of the actual size of the army and their location. And Gwyn reported that it was 10,000 strong outside, heading this way outside the gates. He informed Crow that the army might actually be larger than he first stated, as he forgot to mention the others he saw pouring down from the mountains. Convinced of his need to see for himself, Crow ends up leaving, despite Grognak's protests, and says he will be back in about 2 days' time. Brylynn takes the chance to look through the room, thoroughly searching into personal effects and various things, with zero regard to privacy. She finds 2 spell scrolls and a potion, but most notably Crow's private journal, with which it can be deduced that King Tom and Manx is his husband. And he's incredibly worried, as well as a small bit of info about Sarah. Um, yeah, okay. Grognak searches the weapons wall and sees 2 large axes, but decided against taking either, surprisingly noble for the normally chaotic orc. Meanwhile, Gwyn, the only other person in the room, looked on, occasionally oddly knocking chairs over, as he kept turning around to watch the search. At some point, Grognak began to spar with Gwyn, surprised that he was able to keep up with his attacks and even land blows that he can't even see. They spar for quite some time, and eventually Brylynn noticed that there's something odd about the way Gwyn was fighting. She began to question him about Sarah and the king, and he, quite intrigued that Sarah was found, and asks where. Brylynn told him happily the Talon Mountains. He continually tells Brylynn and Grognak to go explore the tunnels suddenly. And after Brylynn snaps him in the head to get him to stop, um, she realized it didn't quite feel right, almost like her depth perception was off, and his skull felt harder somehow. Grognak in that moment sees a brief flicker in the ruse and spots for a second 2 horns. Immediately, Gwyn tries to get up to run into the tunnels, but is grappled. Brylynn, Grognak, and Gwyn all fight desperately to have the upper hand, and blows exchange. Gwyn manages to send off a message using a sending stone. Sarah's in the talons, before getting crushed by Brylynn. Jellied. The minute the final blow lands, um, her true form is revealed. A tiefling woman. Thank goodness they hadn't actually attacked an innocent teenager. During this time, Sola and Sable have their charcuterie board for the king. In a daring move, they approach his quarters, large, ornate wooden doors guarded by 2 king's guards. With a stroke of deception and luck, they convince them to allow them in. Stepping into the room, they are met with regality and elegance in its highest form. Sable makes the mistake of rushing in and sets off the glyph on the floor, setting him ablaze. No longer a charcuterie board, but a casserole. He sets it on the stone palm of the statue of the king long past. Brushing it off, he charges ahead in search of the undead he senses above. Running past the large and detailed nude statue, strangely resembling Crow. Sola, meanwhile, is searching the large kingly bed, the bookshelves, and the tables, finding only short, blonde hair. Mostly everything is covered in a layer of dust, and unbeknownst to her, she is being stalked by a blink dog. Sable comes back down the stairs and sees it blink in and out, and just manages to shout a warning as it launches. A brief fight ensues. It is dispatched quickly, and the inscription on its handling tool is found. Mirror is on the front, and Misery Loves Company is on the back. Sable and Sola decide to continue up the stairs once more, so Sola can see for herself what can be found. They discover a secret passage spiraling up stone tower at the and at the top of this stone tower they find a small flat filled with bookshelves and 6 different and unique paintings, as well as the flame skull resting on the back shelf. Sable's able to detect it quickly and alert Sola, and they very strategically attack and bring it down. It clatters to the floor still. Searching, they're able to discern that there's a hidden bookcase doorway. Finding the book with the writing dragon on the spine, they attempt to pull it and the door out, to no avail. But Sola unintentionally speaks the word dragon and the book drops. And once pulled, the door opens immediately, revealing a laboratory of sorts, fit with various monster bits, beakers, chalkboards, charts, and formulas. A large drawing of a basilisk draws Sable's attention, as it can be plainly seen that someone's been looking for a cure for the stone skin. So that was our recap. And now, the city of Alynthi bustles and bursts into motion as the great city heaves with life. The clatter and chaos as merchants set up shops roadside, and the streets fill to a swollen throng of people. Numerous humanoids begin their day, and again the city seems to vibrate. Despite the increased Murad presence and the damage left, like a hen in its coop, completely unaware of the raving, drooling, jagged jowls of the fox waiting to pounce. The city flutters to life. The sun shines on this brisk winter day. A light frost is beginning to melt, leaving dewy drops. In the harbor, numerous voices ring out. Hurry, lads! Winter will be near, or before you finally are up. Gruff, harried, again in the voyage with the nip of winter. The nip of winter's wind becomes biting. In the fields, beads of sweat already pour off the faces of many a labor. Desperate to get, man, I can't read my own writing. Desperate to get the final harvest. A small child rushes through the streets, father, clutching tightly a long pink ribbon. Look, Daddy! The nice shopman said I could have it for my birthday. He smiles down and kisses her head as she reaches up and pats his drying, cracking, hardening skin. A glint of sadness passes as he hoists her up on his shoulder, and with a chuckle, they make their way through the crowd. The castle courtyard is already packed with all folks, young and old, hoping for an audience with the king. Most look gaunt, pallid, and sickly. Many move with a stiff, lurching gait and an audible thud and a grate. All of this is unbeknownst. As you claw and scoop at the sands of time, it races swiftly past, sifting through your clutching, grasping. Down, 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 more and more. Time, just like hope, running out. Sable and Sola, what might you find in this most secret room, in the most secret tower, the heart of the queen's private chamber? Brylynn and Grognak, Gwyn's deception revealed. What of Sarah? What of the army? What of Grimfang? What of Brylynn? Safety and refuge you thought to have has been wrenched from you. And thus you continue, your heart's racing, nearly out of your chest, your mind screaming, cries of 1,000 thoughts, your hope for Sable and Sola finally lifting, that small seedling unfurling its leaves in a wisp of dapple from the sun. For Brylynn and Grognak, the fire of hope is beginning to wane and dull, a mere flicker. One small puff could threaten to erase it entirely, or perhaps with careful tending and thought, set it ablaze. And you find yourselves where we left off, Sable and Sola in the tower, looking at the boards in the room and examining this secret room. And then Brylynn and Grognak, left alone with the dead body of Flynn at your feet, unsure of where to leave off. And I think we will start. Let's start with Sable and Sola. You guys are up in this uppermost room. You had just begun to look around. You see, you had just walked in. You saw the chalkboard. You found this hidden laboratory. Beakers, bottles, and scrolls filled the table, as well as various monsters. A jar of ice here, a squishy brain there. Chalkboards line the open wall space. Various scrawls. A large drawing of a basilisk is detailed plainly. Someone appears to have been attempting to create this stone skin cure. How would you like to proceed?
Well, can I do a quick investigation check to look for like the notes that they were doing on? Because like we can infer that you said that he knew that that was like potentially like the cure. Like it's obvious, right? Like, is there any
Yeah.
way that I could like look around the room quickly to see if I can find like their
Yeah.
notes on it?
Roll me. Roll me. You wanted to do insight?
No, just like I would be investigating, I guess you could say, the
Yeah.
room.
Roll an investigation. Last we left off, you were looking at the basilisk drawing in the chalkboard. So why don't we start there and roll me an investigation check?
Yeah, so
That
I'm looking at the thing and I'm just kind of like looking and I want to start like not like throwing the room apart, but like looking at the drawers and everything, like just kind of going in and looking for everything at this point.
okay. Go
Ooh,
ahead.
that's a 15.
Beautiful. Yeah, you stare at this board and you see this basilisk drawing. It's just chalked out. It's like one of those drawings where they've maybe dissected something, so it shows this is the muscle, the eye. They're like in a doctor's office, but with a basilisk, and it's very detailed. And you see maybe as you're looking at it, making sense to you. There's a lot of math in this, but you're looking at it and you can see things have been crossed out and like what about the tail of so other drawings and obvious lists that have been made, like a basilisk gullet with, unicorn horn and a bullywug's tongue and this whole list. And then the whole list gets crossed out and you see all these things. And you come to one spot on the board with one list that has out. And you see on this list, beside everything has been a check mark. And then there's a question mark by the bottom, the last item on the list. And what you see is it clearly titled Stone Skin Removal. Gullet of the Basilisk, Unicorn's Horn, Red Flower, Blue Thorns, a dash of holy water. This is for a little flavor. And the Witch Queen's Cauldron. And underneath this list, directly underneath this list, at the bottom of the board, is a small little like notebook, if you want to call it that. It's just a couple papers sort of like together.
Okay, can I grab the notebook?
Yep,
I'm gonna grab
absolutely.
it. I'm like, Sola, I think I think they're close to a cure. Maybe we can take just take everything. I don't know. I'm just kind of like looking through everything. Like maybe take everything you can. Can you grab what's on this list if they have it? I don't even know where we're gonna find a unicorn's horn. Have you even seen a unicorn before?
Um,
Sola's gonna kind of like put our hands up and just be like, okay, Sable, you gotta breathe. Like, if this is the cure, we have to make sure that we're getting one. I'm gonna grab like, is there spare paper?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say there's probably a lot of writing.
Something I can write on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab it and I'm just gonna start jotting down the list.
Yeah.
And just like kind of writing down the ingredients. But I'm gonna say to Sable, like, even if we can find this stuff, I think we're gonna still need an alchemist or somebody. Like, I would have no idea
Have you ever
how to
seen
concoct.
that creature before? The basilisk?
Can I do a history check on it? Because
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
I got 5.
Yeah,
I've never seen a snake.
I would say it would not be something. It wouldn't be like just walk deer. It'd be pretty rare.
Can you kind of explain it? So they have like a little diagram, right, on like a chalkboard.
Yeah, I
Does
don't
it
think
have
that.
like
Yeah,
is it like a snake or does it have like legs and stuff or how does it look?
yeah. So a basilisk. Hold on, picture too, because I always think of the basilisk in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was gonna make like a Tom Riddle diary.
It kind of looks more like a bearded dragon, but bluish and snake-like. Um, sorry. Yeah. So what you see before you is 8 legs attached to a very lizard-like creature. Um, you would be familiar with lizards, so that would be what you could akin to it. Rows and rows of spiky protrusions, horns run the whole entire length of its back and down its tail.
So is it labeled as basilisk? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very detailed, very labeled. You would be very easy to learn about this creature just by looking.
Okay.
Like, you would know more than you ever would just looking at one out in the wild. Whoever's been working on this cure has been studying this creature extensively.
Okay.
So you would see things like, the eyes are no good. They only turn to stone. Works in, makeup doesn't work. So that sort of thing. You could see all sorts of things. Yeah.
Okay.
8 legs, a very long, thick tail, very thick head, almost short for its body, like no neck. But very much gecko looking, just with an extra pair of legs or 2 extra pairs of legs. And blue eyes have been clearly colored in with blue chalk. And a lot of detail has been written about these eyes on the board. Razor sharp teeth. And yeah, more spikes and horns coming up the bottom. I guess it'd be spikes, but
okay.
it definitely doesn't look like something that you guys would ever want to.
So
But you do,
I'm gonna like
from looking at the
oh
board,
sorry.
you do understand everything to do with their eyes, which is that they can essentially, like the lore of Medusa, they can turn you to stone with a gaze. And that you would see from looking at the board.
Okay. I'll just say to Sable, like, I mean, I've never even heard of a basilisk before. I don't know where we would even start looking for something like this. Maybe were there jars in this?
There's a lot of jars.
Can I go over to the like if there's like a row of jars and just kind of look through, investigate them, I guess?
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
All right. 23.
Nice. That's way better than me.
Yeah, you look at the jars and it would be pretty hard to tell even with that high roll what all of these monster parts are because if you just took a bunch of tongue, like you're not gonna know exactly what.
Nothing's labeled.
It's to an extent, it would be sort of labeled in the as if someone was just simply focused on that one level of the cure and just like an X or with a this sort of thing. Specimen A. One might say something, like basilisk tongue, or it might say, it might say, like hellhounds fur, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But a lot of them are just labeled specimen or, flute or simple creatures, but you would be hard pressed to actually know what these words meant to you.
Okay.
Because it would be the same as if you didn't know of the existence of something. and you just saw the writing on the bottle, you might not quite understand what that meant. If that makes sense.
Okay. I'll say to Sable, like, I don't see anything here, but I don't really know what I'm looking at. I don't know.
You know what we have to do.
You don't see that in this room.
You know what we should do, right?
What?
We gotta burn this place to the ground.
Burn it to the ground?
If they have we can take their notes, and then we can stop their progress right now, and then we can take this for ourselves. And we could burn this little place, destroy all the research they did, and then take this over, and then we could take over the cure. Then that way, then Gribfang couldn't have it. Then he can't have it because we'll have one up above him. And I'm gonna start taking out a candle, and I'm gonna start putting candles around the place. Just like, you know.
You're lighting candles?
No, I'm not lighting them yet. I'm putting them around. I have 10 candles in my inventory.
Okay.
And I'm putting the candles around, and that's what I'm doing. Just like.
Okay, I'm gonna say, like, okay, well, let's slow down. If you're asking me to steal something, that's easy. And I'm gonna take my back off and just start, like, piling things into it. Like, I don't know if we need to be burning down it. Like, what is that going to accomplish? Like, if we take the notes, I think that's good enough.
If we stop them, then we have one up on them.
Okay, well,
any ingredient that we leave is a step that they could have against us. Because I don't know what this means, but maybe the guys back at the Resistance do. Maybe that bird fella does. I don't. Is that he was a bird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like, let's just hold on for a second before we start burning things.
Sola. Do you realize we're in a war right now? This is a war.
I get that. But all I'm saying is that somebody who went to the extent to hide this room as well as they did, there could be something else here that we're just not seeing with our eyes yet. So let's just take a breath, really search this place thoroughly, and then if you still really hate it, we'll burn it.
I'm gonna, as you say that, I'm gonna slowly put another candle out. Like, okay, well, let's have a look around. I'll see if I can find anything.
I'm not saying no to your fireworks. Let's just keep looking first. There's a mirror here, right?
Did you look for that last time?
No, but you mentioned it when we walked in that there was like a giant mirror or something.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. It's a broken mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And you see shards hanging off of it or like on the ground. And you do see a small strip of striped cloth and a small bell, almost similar to like their cat bell, like in the same style but larger.
Okay. I'm gonna point out the bell to Sable. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm not touching it, but what do you think this is?
It looks like a pet's bell. I don't know. Can I go up to it and is it like hanging off of the piece of the glass?
You can both roll me an investigation check with advantage.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
I'm already really okay. 28.
I got a 13.
I got a natural 20.
Did you get?
I got a 13.
13. You would have to stare at a little bit length of time, but it feels very familiar. You've seen this bell before, and you've seen this striped cloth. And Sola, you recognize this right away as it's something that haunts your nightmares.
Oh no!
Oh no! That bell is this blue striped pattern to be that of Chuckles on herself. Which might lead you to wonder, why is her blood and her cloth and her little bell up here on the mirror? That's right.
Wait,
so confused.
I have a question real quick. So
yeah.
Earlier, Brylynn had used her sending stone to send a message to me, but does that not mean does it mean that I can still use mine to send a message out to somebody?
I think so. I think everyone. I would consider it regardless that everyone has a 25 word thing.
Okay.
Rather than just like one time all three, because I think otherwise that makes them like because you need to be able to respond.
I have an idea. That looks like. Do you remember that little carnival, flea market, traveling circus thing we went to? That kind of looks like that one place, doesn't it?
I look back and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what it looks like.
Oh, so it. I gave.
Hair is standing up. You're like, oh no.
I
I'm
gave
gonna be like, sorry, continue.
Unicorn. I don't know if you remember Unicorn. She has a stone. I could try to send her a message about asking, because this is why would they be here?
I don't know, just to fuck with me for the rest of my life. I don't know. So.
But I could try sending a message to Unicorn asking where the clowns are.
Okay, I mean, I'd rather not know where the clowns are, but I don't know what on earth they would be. What would they possibly have to do with this?
Why are there clothes right here though?
That's what I mean.
I'm gonna pick up the bell and I'll start jingling. Like, why is like?
And I like get like shit. I'm like, oh god.
I'm like jingling the little bell. I was like, what? What? Doesn't make sense. That's why we should burn this place to the ground and put the bell in my pocket.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm closer to that now, but I don't know. I just feel like there's too much here for us to just destroy. Is there anything else left to look at that we haven't looked at yet?
Roll me a perception check.
How much? Where's my perception? I got 13.
Looking around the room, yeah, it's just unfortunately in this room you don't see the same. Like this is very much dedicated, to very specific to this. So you wouldn't see anything in the way of like ocean and the lights. It really was just mostly like a monster bits and various failed, you know.
What was on the list again for ingredients?
The list was you'll probably want to write this down.
Okay. Here.
Gullet of the basilisk.
Okay.
A unicorn's horn. Red flower, blue horns. A dash of water. And a witch queen's cauldron.
Dash of holy water.
Yeah.
And then a queen witch cauldron, you said?
Witch queen's
Red flower, blue thorn. Okay.
Yeah, and I would say looking around, you do see one of the red flowers, thorns, on the table, and you would maybe see an empty vial that says unicorn. It's very clearly. At some point, someone had like there's a fine ground powder on the inside, but someone had that at some point.
Okay. So can I just like?
You can hold on to it.
Thank you.
You need to write it down first. I'm not gonna be that mean, so you guys will never find a cure again.
Thank you. Well, I did say that she would grab like a piece of paper to write it down. Can I just grab a cloth and like grab that flower while it's there? Like it's still usable.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna like grab a cloth because I don't want to touch it directly, just kind of like wrap the. And I'll say to Sable like, okay, well we should take this at least. I don't know. I don't see any of the other ingredients here.
Okay, you'll see Sable. He's kind of like sitting down. Took a extra piece of parchment. He's writing down something on a note. I was like, so how does this sound? And then he reads it up. He's like, hello, unicorn. I'm sorry I haven't messaged you, but where are the clowns and how are you, by the way? Does that sound okay?
Sure. I don't know.
Is this okay? I only have 25 words to say.
Yeah, so maybe the pleasantries are less needed.
Oh, okay. So get rid of this, and then I'm gonna get rid of that, and then he's like marking off pieces like thing and rewriting it. What else should I ask?
I don't know. Just say like something like unicorn. We're in grave danger. We need to know where the clowns are.
Oh, okay. In danger.
Also, hi.
So hi.
Hello. See him, he's scribbling it off again. Hello.
Okay, and while this is going on, we're gonna jump to Brylynn and Grognak. While Sable works very hard to type up his message, much like a does. It's just all your friends. Yeah. Brylynn and Grognak, yeah, you have the bludgeoned huddled body of Gwyn. You just found out was actually a spy this entire time. What would you like to do? And before we start, also, how many hours do we have left? I could not find a single that I had on it. I think it's 3 hours.
Not a
Keeping
lot.
track. I'm pretty sure we're like done.
You're in the yeah, you're
No, there is.
It was last session at the
you different. Yes, you're in different times.
at the top of last session.
So it's probably like 3.
I think it's like 3, maybe 2.5. Because you guys have taken quite a bit of everything,
Mhm.
and I think we had said that you guys would be sort of even on timing with fighting. Start to meet up now. So for the sake of brevity and keeping everything really easy flowing, let's say you guys have 2.5 hours. Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
I can't remember to research.
You did. Unfortunately, they have the disguise and the sending stone damage.
Yeah.
And you haven't found anything other than. I think is all I. Yeah, I had for you on that.
I think last stop Grognak was just swishing around the guts and stuff. Shit. Does this mean that Grimfang knows where we are?
I think so. And Grimfang knows where Sarah is. That's so alarming. You have no idea.
I find the big one.
What do we do? Do we get out of here? I mean, we can't just stay and wait. We don't even know how. Maybe we should send a message to Sable.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you have a sending stone as well, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't-
Gonna go and like write down how many words. Okay. Okay, so here's the message that I'll send before. Let's see if it's okay. Okay, what? We don't know that they're doing this.
Really, it's just about Diddle's section. None of this is real, you guys.
Okay. We need to leave the city. Grimfang's spies have found us. They know where Sarah is. We need to leave. What have you found? Is that good? Send that.
We need to leave the city. You didn't
Well,
tell
I don't
me
know.
that.
Well, that's what I think. In however long
say whatever
that
you
much time.
Oh my god, this is
Big one. So
such a couple.
you're
Like,
gonna get
fine, do what you want. I don't care.
Well, okay. So then, what do
Just
you want
tell
to do?
them-
Do you want to stay in this?
People, tell them.
Grimfang's spies have found us. They know where. Bro, have you found? What have you found?
Yes.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 more words to say.
Don't
there
even
anything-
ask them what they found, because just
Okay, so-
just tell them the information.
That what? Grimfang's spies have found us, and they know where.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't solve our issue. What
But
do we do?
just need to tell them.
Okay, and then stand around some. Okay, all right, whatever. I'm gonna touch my gecko guy. Grimfang's spies have found us. They know where Sarah is. We need to go and warn.
And you guys would get this at the same time as you're in the tower. You can respond if you'd like, or
She used her.
She hasn't talked to unicorn yet.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, okay, good.
I'm gonna like stop for a second and then listen. So he said that they're they what was it again? Like just for sorry.
Grimfang's spies have found us. They know where Sarah is. We need to pro.
The hideout's been compromised.
What do you mean?
Sarah's in danger. They know where she's at.
How do you know that?
I just got a I just got a text message. I got a text message from Grognak. Just kidding. It was on the little gecko, the sending gecko. We can communicate through this.
So they're in danger. Should we go back?
Well, we might have to.
We've got all the as much information I think as we're gonna get.
Yeah.
We know that someone's working on a cure. We've got the cure's ingredients at least.
Do you think I
Um,
should send a message back, or should I send this out to the unicorn?
We could do both.
I can only send
Should
it
we-
one time.
I thought you can only send
25 words.
25 words one time.
Oh, you can't do 2 people. Oh no. What
Oh,
do we do?
oh,
Did we
no. Well, I was gonna ask her about the clowns because if the clowns are here, that's not great. That's another enemy, possibly.
Yeah, but also what good is it gonna do right now? We need to regroup.
Okay.
You have a sending stone and Grognak has a sending stone, right?
Yeah.
Does Brylynn have a sending stone?
Yeah.
So couldn't she send the message if we meet up with them?
She already sent me a message. She already used her one message for. We only have
Oh,
a
right.
limited. We have a limited plan.
25 words a day.
Oh, had you not sent one this morning yet? 'Cause I
She
think
sent-
they reset.
She
No,
sent.
she did, 'cause
She
she
did. She
used
sent me the
about-
one about like
And
Oh, right.
I thought the purpose of you saying 25 words a day was to say that it didn't matter how many times we used it. It was just
No, sorry, that was just saying it properly. 'Cause if you
Okay.
look at the, you can pull it out. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I thought, but I
It's
thought
one
you were
time
saying that
system.
to like cancel being like, no, we're gonna do 25 words a day instead. Because that's
That's always what I said.
that's
No.
what I thought you said.
That's not
That's
what
all.
you said.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
I don't think you're wrong about what like you're right. I'm not
Well, yeah, no, I just don't go back on it if I did
Yeah.
say that.
no. That's just what I thought. Because I don't know why.
What does it actually say? See here.
Once sending is cast through the stones, they can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's Yeah.
Oh, so you were trying to say we can each use
yes, that's
Okay.
really what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, then never mind any of that I just said.
Yeah, I explained.
still-
I explained this to you.
I'm still gonna say I think that we need to regroup. I think that's the most important thing.
Okay.
If they know where Brylynn and Grognak is, I don't know if we go to them or they should come to us.
How about we meet halfway in the tunnels?
Okay. But they won't know the direct what were the does anyone
I didn't write it down. Mechanically
So wait,
speaking, I didn't write it down.
how can I communicate that to them?
I'm gonna go back to Lynn and Grognak.
Oh, I did write it down. I see. As you leave.
Sable and Sola, you guys can have until that timer runs out to act. Brylynn and Grognak, what would you do in the meantime while you're waiting for? So you guys can interrupt me and say you're gonna send that response exactly like 40 seconds.
I don't know what to do.
Well, we can't just stay here.
Sable, I think we need to
That's
give
why
them
I
the
want to tell them that we're leaving the city.
directions.
What I mean, like,
Okay,
then
so
we can
the
leave.
directions are exactly
well,
25
we don't know what
words
they were.
in total.
We don't know what yet.
So I can only give them the directions, but it's
Is
up
there
to
any-
them. It's up to them to figure out what the directions are.
Can we make it shorter anyways? Or just say straight or something?
Well, okay, I'm
Just
gonna
say
go
like
over
meet
to
us and then straight left or whatever.
which
it
door
is.
they left through the top one, right?
They left through this door.
And would we have known which way Gwyn came?
We came through this one.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go start and peeking
Okay, I can make it
through
shorter.
each of the doors. So I'll start with the one that they left. Or actually, no, I'll start with the one that Gwyn came through.
We're gonna send them directions.
Okay, are you sending it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Okay, I'm gonna say Sable, yeah, tell them to meet us, give them the directions. Let's head back to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna send through the sending zone. I'm gonna say, meet us, bottom right, go straight past the tunnel, continue straight and go left. From that point, take the left tunnel.
And Brylynn and Grognak, as this is coming through to you, a very large, very frantic creature comes busting through with it's got multiple legs as it scurries around. Brylynn, you would recognize this to be a carrion crawl. You've encountered this once before in the depths. And a very large worm with big beady eyes, multiple tentacles off its face, multiple tentacles off the front, comes scurrying into the room, almost as if it's in a panic.
Where did it come from?
It is coming through the This one.
The one we were just about to go
Yes.
through.
Yes.
Can you give me those directions again?
I said
So whatever
bottom
you get,
bottom
the middle
right.
give me 1 second. Both of you roll me a d20 to see if you actually managed to pick it up in the middle of the.
Oh, okay.
Roll me a just a straight d20.
9.
Oh god.
Hold on. Wait, don't change your rolls. So let's see. What would apply to that? What do you think? Ken?
Hmm?
If they need to be able to have the ability to pay attention while a giant worm is running.
That oh
Constitution?
yeah,
you say?
constitution check. Just because like constitution also has to deal with like your concentration on spells, so you would be kind
Okay.
of concentrating on to
Yeah.
the thing as that thing's going on. So I guess you can just have him roll a
roll me
constitution check.
Constitution check.
On top of this?
Just
Add
add the
So is
whatever
this
your
a-
modifier is.
saving.
No, it would be
Uh,
up to the DM if you wanted to do a saving throw or if you wanted to be just a check, because then if you're for it would just be like if he was proficient in
I
it, it would
think
be a little bit better.
Game throws more when you're like trying to survive something happening to you.
Okay, so what? Just a flat constitution?
I got an 8.
Oh, you have -1
I
constitution.
don't know why. Like,
Oh,
I don't think I knew what constitution was, so I was like, I don't care what this is. I know I'm not gonna put anything in it.
I guess it's a 7. I don't know why I have a proficiency on my constitution saving throw. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's
So with those rolls, you guys are going to get you're going to get I'm not good at maths.
I only got the door.
Go through the door.
Right, bottom right, and then a big worm comes out. Ooh.
It's gonna come up with something. You're gonna get 14 words and you're gonna get 13.
Alright.
So Sable, if you want to repeat that and
Okay.
you only get up until and be very careful how far you repeat.
How
So
many?
14 words.
14?
Words. 14 is the max.
I'm the only one that's hearing this though.
no, she's gonna send
No,
it.
she's
So.
got something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you both hear them.
Yeah.
Everybody who's connected hears them. Just to keep things
Oh
easy,
my
I haven't been before in sending anything or responding because
We should be hearing this.
she'd be here.
That's so
to be
funny.
honest. So, but for the sake of brevity, we're gonna save them. Unless you're mentally thinking about them, it doesn't send them. Okay. Just
That's what
because
I was assuming. Like, unless I feel like we would be able to like pick and choose who we send it to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think that's just fair because otherwise it's just
Because otherwise, she's in the group chat and she's just watching all the scenes.
She wouldn't have responded and been like, "Holy shit, are you okay?" Like,
Yeah.
you guys would sound like you're dying.
Okay, I'll read it up to where you said, which is gonna be hilarious too because the last part's pretty important. It says, "Meet us, bottom right, go straight past the tunnel, continue straight and go left."
That's where it ends.
Yep,
No.
that's you said 14 words, right?
Continue straight and then go left.
And go left.
We only have to meet them half.
You only heard go. She heard
Oh,
left.
no.
Go.
And go.
Go.
Get out of there. You're gonna die. Okay. Well, Brylynn and Grognak, a very
Where's this
large,
picture?
very angry worm. Actually, I might have a photo of it. Oh, I do.
You did.
It's on the wall. He's there. Okay, a very large, very
He's there.
angry worm is a large monstrosity. He is huge. He's a big boy, and he is very mad, very upset, very scared. He's obviously run into this room.
Aw.
In a complete
Poor worm.
Poor word.
poor giant man eating. It feels so sad. But yeah, they're 9 feet long, 8 tentacles, 12 sets of legs, and oh my gosh, this it's putrid. It's exactly what Meg is, but that much larger. Your noses are burning with the stench. Um, Yeah, you guys, as it thrusts itself into the room, both of you roll me initiative. We're not going into initiative yet, but roll me an initiative check in this room.
Thing I have to John.
You both
Yeah.
got one.
We both.
No, I had a 7.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
But yeah, we.
I got
Yeah. Okay.
or 5.
20.
Okay. So you will get an attack of opportunity on this, or a beginning. Yeah, you'd get like a first attack before we roll initiative, because you're quick enough on your feet to quickly take advantage of the situation that this creature was obviously not expecting you guys to be here. Just unfortunate happenstance. Also, sorry, I ask this every time. Can I get both of your ACs?
17.
15.
13?
15.
15.
Okay.
I'm
So.
gonna do you dirty. Perfect.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be so mean.
So the attack of opportunity is an extra action.
It's like having a full turn
Yeah.
before we actually roll initiative. Sorry, I don't. It's basically you just get a turn.
You basically get
Okay.
first, like you're getting first strike.
Before
You
we
get to
actually
hit
start
first.
Potentially, he gets to hit first, and that's just simply because he's just a starting person to this room, as you guys are to. But because there's two of you, I imagine that one is distracting enough to distract the worm for a second, as it's trying to figure out what's going on, and the other one giving battle to get on.
Okay. Um. And like, how fast do I have time to like quickly call out to Brylynn, or I do this, or do you want me just to like move right away?
Something very quick you would have enough time for probably,
Okay.
but you would be, or like you wouldn't be able to have a full conversation because you would definitely strike. You
Okay.
would run out of time very fast.
So before I'm going to attack. Before I swing great axe, I'm gonna go in and say, follow my lead. We need to get out of here. And with after that, yeah. Oh my. Come on. Okay. That's an 8 to hit. Trying to see if I have an extra. But okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna use one of my D10.
Oh yeah, you had
I still have
Sola.
one too.
So that's 8. So I don't think that's 8. No.
8 plus 8.
Hold on, sorry. I had 2. 8 plus 6
8 plus
is
6.
14.
That hits.
Oh my goodness.
3 for damage.
Okay. D. Plus 3. 6.
And what were you hitting him with?
My great axe.
Yeah, so you think very quickly, very light on your feet, and this is a full turn by the way. So you have multi-attack. That it's just one.
Okay.
But I'm assuming it's you. Given
Okay,
you run
so
by your-
this is a full turn, but it's
Full turn,
outside
it's
of the
outside.
initiative. My extra attack then. Attack twice. So attack again. Okay, that's a 9. A second attack.
that one.
And
But
then
we'll see if they're
okay. But I can use a bonus action too.
if you've got a bonus action.
Uh
Yeah, it's quite fleshy looking, but it does still have that carapace on it. So it's got a little bit of a hard edge to it. It's not like a big barn where you could just chucking things on time.
yeah, I will. Sorry, I'm just reading.
That's it. It's been a while since there's
Yeah, great. How many rages do we get? but it also, and we're not doing the exhaustion.
No.
Exhaustion?
That was for
I think
Sable
that's
and
under-
Sola because they hadn't slept all night. But yeah, I decided against doing that for right.
That's just with frenzy, I think. And a frenzy. When
After
you're
your
rage.
rage.
Okay, so then my bonus action will just enter into a rage.
Do that. You slice into this worm, and then you attempt to slice a second time, and that one just sort of misses as it moves back, and its tentacles fly around your face. And with a mighty roll, you prep yourself. And we're gonna roll initiative. So if you guys want to roll, what did you roll on your initiative at 20?
That's funny.
You can that initiative unless you'd like to reroll something higher. So if you want to, or Brylynn, you want to.
Wait, do I get to re-roll it and I roll advantage on initiative? Advantage again.
This was your first roll for initiative.
Oh, I already
do
rolled.
whatever. Oh,
I
just
thought-
do whatever you have to. Like
We're
from the beginning
re-rolling
again. So it was
initiative
just
if you
him
want
that.
to. Wait, me? It was just me that needed to roll.
No, you did both,
We
but it's
did both
okay.
roll.
You can re-roll. Keep whatever you want. Matter to me. I just let him keep it because it was gonna be.
I can't remember now what I rolled.
Yeah, just roll.
17.
Plus 2, right?
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
18.
18. Okay, so Grognak, with that flurry of blows, you have this thing reeling, and it is very confused as it just came racing out of really dark, deep tunnels, and is all of a sudden met with you there, this great axe roaring in its face, a creature that it maybe hasn't seen before, as it tends to stick to very deep, dark places. You have the chance to have another attack before it can even retaliate.
I,
Full turn.
where are we in the room here?
You guys were fighting Gwen at the bottom half. You were in here somewhere.
Mhm.
So I would say that you guys would be probably in the middle of that or table. And we can actually set up a battle like it's full of a big one.
That's all right. I want to.
I don't actually
Oh.
know. I have various things. I have this guy leaving me right, but too long.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
This was what we had used the first time when you were playing with us.
Oh, yeah.
It's 9 feet long, so I was 10 feet. Perfect. Yeah, so it just moves randomly. I can't tell where it's going to tap.
So I'm going to disengage and use adrenaline rush, dash towards the door,
Into the back. Which door?
the bottom right.
The one that it came out of?
Yeah, that's the one that we're going to, right? Like the
That's what you were
Yeah.
told to go to.
yeah. So that's where I'm going. And so I'm gonna get over to the door and open it and call to Brylynn, like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, I have. For what?
Just roll that
Okay.
one first and I'll
21.
yeah, you run towards this door, and just as you run towards the tunnel, a mass of bats come flying through at your face, but you duck in your skill. Exactly. You're just and all these bats whip past your head, and maybe one just brushes your cheek, and you hear that as they all flip past you, go nuts into the room, screeching and screaming. And even the carrion crawler seems to be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Brylynn, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I guess I will take my chance. While that's happening to run
Past.
Yeah.
Okay. As you run past, the carrion crawler is gonna get an attack of opportunity on you. And it gets a 13, so it just misses. As you run past, those tentacles reach for you, and they kind of one maybe suctions to your arm, but you manage to pull yourself free, and you run for the door. However, the bats are coming at you as well, so roll a dexterity or saving throw.
that you can see while not. Okay. I was wondering why you rolled advantage. So I got 16.
Yes, you're not quite as graceful as Grognak, but you're pretty close.
He's pretty
And
graceful.
he did ballet
That's
for a little while. And yeah, you're just able to sort of run out of this, and you are smacked sort of in the face by a couple bats as they go
Rabies.
back.
Instant rabies.
That's right. Well, nobody bit you. You just got smacked.
That's
Yeah, they
how you get rabies.
they-
Do you want to get rabies? That's how you get rabies.
See, that would actually be scarier than 90% of things. Just you have rabies now, and you're gonna die.
Like I have orc with rabies. That'd be terrifying.
Oh god.
Rabies rage.
I can cure you.
Die, but kill so many things until you die.
Okay, and as you're running, you get incredibly again, as you're running, and they just miss you as one of them does bite you in the frenzy and the fear of it all. But they just miss, and you manage to dart into the tunnel. And standing at the tunnel's head, what would you like to do? You guys went through the tunnel, and all you see ahead of you is just 3 tunnels straight ahead.
Okay, we will.
They said to go straight past tunnel. So I assume there's going to be a tunnel coming up that we need to go past.
Go straight.
So let's
Let's
go. So yeah, we go straight.
You guys begin. Are you running?
Yeah.
Assuming you're running. You're running down this tunnel, and you hear loud noises coming down this tunnel. You hear noises all around these tunnels. Noises that clearly you would be able to deduce have stirred up all these creatures. This is the cause of all this panic and mayhem. It's not that those creatures were searching for you or anything like that. It's just all the rumbling, all the noise, all the yelling, all the things that you're hearing, the grunts, groan. That has clearly stirred this set of tunnels up like a nest of hornets. And as you guys are running down this tunnel with nothing but the directions to follow, as that is the only thing you can possibly off of, you guys run and you run, and only a couple minutes have been passing. And as you guys run, is there anything you'd like to do? I'm gonna jump back to them, but I'm not gonna have you go the length of the tunnel because it would take you about an hour
Yeah. So okay,
to
what?
get to the next spot where you feel like you have to.
So can I? Like, what do I? Can I have to? Can I tell what I'm hearing? What am I hearing?
Roll me a perception check.
15.
Would you like to do that as well, Grognak?
Yeah, but I'm
assuming-
more specifically which direction.
Nice. Excited. Which means happy. Oh, can you turn the timer on its side? Flip it over to the other side for just a second.
The worm's getting away.
It's coming down the tunnel.
It's chasing you.
Okay. As you guys were running down the tunnels, sorry, you got a 15? What did you get?
I got 15 as well.
Okay. And you were doing what kind of check?
Just to see which direction. It was perception, just which direction there.
Yeah, as you guys are listening, you hear the sound of, you would recognize the grunts and the cries in a frenzy. Looks excited. You would hear multitude of yells, cries, noises, grunts, various creatures, animals. You'd hear, the sound of the earth sort of shaking, and as everything's shaking, the pebbles on the ground were bouncing. the entire tunnel is reverberating sound. As for trying to pinpoint a location, it would be almost impossible. As the way these tunnels are, it's noise is just bouncing in all directions. It sounds like it's coming from ahead of you, sounds like it's coming behind, and you can hear noises muffled in tunnel walls as well. Yeah, if you want to put that back.
Oh, sorry. No, it goes this way.
That way. Okay. Yeah, I just realized why I was stopping for shooting. And you guys continue down the way. Are you still running?
Yeah.
You continue to run, not finding much other than that the ground is shifting and almost wanting to buckle. You might even start to fear that maybe the candle, what is coming at you, as you guys continue. And Sable and Sola, all you guys know is you've sent a message, and Brylynn and Grognak, just for your knowledge, I'm going to flip that one more time. If there's something you would like to do in time, do that with the thought that you have that much time for whatever you'd like to do. Okay. So just interrupt. Sable, Sola, you guys just sent off this message, hoping that they are going to understand and they're going to come. What would you like to do? You were about to burn the room down or collected stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
start
have
pulling out. I'm gonna
that you
start
took
pulling
off.
out my tinderbox. It's like, I think we've gotten all we got from here. We gotta burn this down. We can't let the enemy have the cure in their hands.
Couldn't I just erase it?
I'm burning it down. And I'm gonna light the tinderbox. I'm gonna start lighting the
Okay, I don't
candles.
care.
Okay.
Can I put all of my 10 candles down? I have 10 candles in my inventory.
I thought you had candles down.
I do, I have
And
10 candles.
roll me a d20. For roll me a wisdom. I want to know if you would be smart enough to watch the placement of your candles, because from what I've known of Sable, you probably wouldn't be. But if you want to roll me, whatever technically applies to the fact that you're checking
Are you,
where you're placing me,
are you
because
gonna
you're planning on burning the place down anyway, so you might not notice a flick of oil somewhere.
you want me to do an intelligence check? Because Sable,
Yes.
you all know that he's very intelligent. Oh, actually, that's not bad. I got a 15 with my -1 intelligence. Oh no. Oh, he froze! You froze too. I got a 15.
You got a 15?
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled for all the candles, and one of them just beat you. And that's the best way I could figure to do it. But this room is literally layered, as I mentioned, with blood. We got some gold. Whoever's been studying this cure has not been very careful. I mean, there were shards of glass on the floor. There's various monster bits, some out of pots, some in pots. And so when you're placing your candles around, this also is a very big room, and you go to light it, not realizing you've placed one right in the center of some goo. And whatever this is, it goes up immediately. And roll me a dexterity saving throw to see if it catches.
My eyebrows. Oh shit. Ah!
You already have the scar in the middle of your head, don't
I have like a
Yeah,
scar right here.
Oh. I was picturing like a head part, so your hair looks parted. Like
No! That's a 17.
yeah, as you light this candle, the fire just licks up the base of it so quickly, but it's definite. You're able to whip your hand away, and before you know it, it's just boom, going up in flames around you. And
We gotta go.
yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm resistant to fire. I don't know what that means for me, but I am resistant to
It
it.
means that any damage you would take would be halved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it help if I picked up Sable and ran through the fire? Would that protect him more?
What's your size? You're a medium, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Only
a
strength.
I'm like,
check. Sable's a medium too. So
I'm a
that
heavy
should
boy
be-
though.
I don't think I'm very strong. Just
That's what I thought. So you're just
I got a
struggling.
19.
I'm gonna
You in your fear for what's about to happen. You managed to hoist him up.
I'm gonna
You
throw him over my
start
shoulder.
And I meant you dart through the door and straight to the staircase. And as you run through, Sable, roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's not good. I got a 7.
Okay. You just it's almost like out of the corner of your eye, did the skull move again? And you guys dart towards the stairs. And you guys begin to make your way down the stairs. How many feet can you both 30?
30 for
And you
me.
can go
I got
60,
40. Wait, like
40
no.
if you're being carried.
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
So okay, so 30. I'm trying to think how
Well, I mean, I'm happy to put him down once I leave the room. I just want to get him through the fire. Have put him down. Sounds like a good idea.
Just keep going. Sable's getting piggybacked a lot lately.
I have a small cat.
You have what?
I am small, but I am heavy.
How many feet do you think a spiral staircase would be?
For one flight?
One flight of stairs.
From floor to ceiling, it's typically about 8 to 9 feet. So
I think there'd be more.
But
depending if it's like
firewall,
like
I
I
think
just
it'll
think
be a full
double.
Like probably a full 30 then.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Um,
3 times.
Okay. So as you guys are running down the stairs, you guys are running and ripping down the stairs, and the fire is licking right behind you, almost as if it's in your ears and exploding around you. Roll me dexterity saving throws with advantage.
no, I'm supposed to roll.
Wait. If you're next to me, you also get a +4 on your dexterity saving throw. On any saving throw, I guess, because this is part of my paladin.
Well, and mine's +7, so 22.
Beautiful.
She's real acrobatic.
I got a 17.
Yeah, you guys are able to run. The way that fire does it, wraps behind you, licks behind you. But in your speed and your talents, you're able to stay ahead of it and get to the bottom. And you get to the bottom of the stairs in what feels like forever with your as it's starting to make its way down. What do you do when you get to the bottom with the door and the curtain thing?
So we're back in that
You're
room.
back on the yes. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the big map. I connected it all. I'm so proud. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
It's gonna hang on the wall eventually. Either so. But you guys are back up. Here
In the balcony? Okay. Okay. I mean, like,
Can I run?
I would just go upstairs
Is the balcony
and go
open?
further down.
Isn't there a balcony in the room?
Yeah, it's an open balcony over top of the room. But there are stairs that you can take.
Or do you mean the other balcony?
I mean, isn't there another balcony like in the actual room that goes to outside?
No, that's one flight down.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Sola. Like Sola, we gotta get. I'm gonna jump off the balcony.
We don't have to jump. I have my shoes. I've got my sticky shoes.
Oh, I
We can
can't
just
climb
down.
I can't climb walls. Can you carry
I can
me?
carry you again. Yeah, I can carry you again.
Okay.
Is there a window on the other side though, like on the right hand side here? Because like yeah, we can go into the balcony to the courtyard, but
There's a window on this upper balcony. There's not one. There's
like
bookshelves going all the way up to the base of the balcony.
I just don't know where that leads to. But like, we just climb down that side and get outside.
You could go through the window.
Yeah, and then could we climb down?
Yeah.
To the ground.
Yeah. You'd have to break the window, but yeah.
Oh, easy. I'll break the window.
All right.
Okay. Only an attack. An attack. And do you guys close the door behind you, or you just rush out of the?
I'm just rushing. I don't care if the slice goes down in smoke.
I got a 27. Wait, hold on. I rolled a 19. Plus 7, so 19. 26.
Put it on
Wishful
limit.
thinking.
Yeah,
that works. It's gonna just be on the wall, isn't it? But
We'll just lean into the.
it might.
Mhm.
Yeah, it might stay.
I got a
okay.
20. I got
so
a 26 to hit the window.
yeah, okay, yeah, it breaks, it shatters, and it's beautiful. Ornate stained glass window just breaks in the land.
Okay.
And one of the larger pieces, like all the, you hit it so hard that all the little bits and things in between just like fall away with it, and you've got a big opening.
So while he was doing that, I pulled off both boots and quickly threw on my slippers, my frog, which were wrapped in a wet towel, so they're still a little bit.
All right, and I imagine you pick him up and carry him.
Yeah.
Okay, and I would say probably with climbing, only the because you have a movement speed, so just roll the strength check again.
Okay.
But you're gonna move half because
Okay.
with climbing it's gonna be a little difficult.
Watch me not be able to pick them up.
It's not like you're a frog and that's your natural motion. You have
I
those
got
boots.
30.
You're still able to pick him up,
Okay.
but yeah, you're gonna struggle. And you guys do you maybe hoist him on your back, and
Yeah,
you're kind
piggyback
of
them.
stumbling over as carrying him even just to the top of the flight of stairs was difficult for such a slight being. You're like, oh my gosh, I just ran down a flight of stairs, now I have to carry you again. And then trying to climb over the lip of the window without cutting yourself on the shards and everything and find purchase on the other side is quite challenging. But you manage to stick to the outside. And we're gonna go back to Brylynn and Grognak. And you guys are in the tunnel and you guys are running and you're running hard. And as you guys are running down the tunnel, in front of you, a pair of glowing eyes appears as a numerous amount of rats begin to scurry past at your feet. And they begin to run. And in front of you, you begin to see a very large rat appearing, slowly coming out of the shadows directly towards you. And in this space of the tunnel, it is hulking, it is huge, it's very hard to get past. And there's a giant rat. And
Can I go to the washroom?
yes, do we want to take a quick break?
I'd smooth.
I'm good. Mhm.
Rat. Angry.
Is he a friendly rat?
Well,
We cuddle him.
it's not that large, it's still a small beast. So I guess it would be probably like scrunchy size. Which I guess is scary.
And
It's a
would
big rat. Yeah.
It's a big rat.
Is it like an Elden Ring rat, or they look all gross and disgusting?
That's what I was picturing when
Yeah.
I wrote down. I didn't actually look at how big it was, and then I'm like, oh, it's a small beast. I'm like,
I think
that's
you can
no
make
big
that
deal.
one
If you just kick it out of the way.
Yeah. Oh. Well. Okay.
Oh, I forgot you guys really like. It's not a rat. It's not a
No,
rat.
it's
No,
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 rat.
no, no. I'm gonna kill that rat.
No, I'm definitely gonna kill her.
Lovers of it too. Like loves of different. She likes frogs. You guys like rats. Nobody can die.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that.
But I do want to know for different reasons. Not.
It's
Is it an angry rat?
It's the same as the carrion crawler in the
It's
bats.
just- okay.
It is frenzied, terrified. There's a lot going on. It's like an animal, right? It's always going to attack if pressed.
Okay.
But given that it's small, it would take up maybe half the space with this swarm of rats flooding around it, like rats running around your legs. You could potentially run past, but it would definitely get an attack on. It chose to run past.
Do you say that I still have my rage? I don't. Well, it says that a rage ends early if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn.
But it says rage for up to 1 minute.
10 turns.
Oh,
But
yes,
your
okay.
rage ends
Your rage is-
early.
For a certain amount of time because it's
Yeah.
now been,
Okay.
I would say,
Right.
not a full hour. It's probably been like 15 minutes carrying. If that makes sense. So
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna run and attack the
Okay,
rat.
go ahead.
So,
So turn as normal before your
Everyone alive.
the rat.
Smash that rat.
Um, what is that? 11.
As you go to a hit, that just misses. As it dodges definitely out of the way. This is still a rat. And it is still capable of running, and moving and dodging. So we're gonna roll initiative now. So give me an initiative.
It's like the king of rats. And then like all its they're gonna attack. 18.
21.
Okay. Man, you guys roll high initiative.
I get advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's honestly the same order as before. Grognak, Brylynn, and Murad. So Grognak, you did that attack. You had a chance to do another one.
Oh, I forgot I had my second. Okay, well,
You can roll that in addition if
yeah. So I got 11. So I'm gonna
That's
try
a lot.
to attack
you
again. Fine. Why are the attack rolls so freaking
roll a different dice.
23? I did.
Okay, that was for sure. Roll me an attack roll.
9.
So I need a big one. 9. Or damage roll.
Yeah.
Beautiful. With a 9, yeah, you sever 8, 10, and then done. And you finish it in one quick blow. And as you do that, all of them to the rats look at the and you have a chance to attack them. You have another attack. So choose. You can do that.
Attack the horde of rats.
Attack the
I know. I saw a little rat the other day. First one I've ever seen.
All right, I guess I'm attacking the rats.
He was really
So okay, wait, but that's with my.
Oh, I guess I have seen.
I love every animal, so no matter what.
Nothing but we like frogs, we like rats, we like snakes, everything's good stuff.
worm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did go, oh.
Oh,
She said it was like
Scary.
yeah.
Lisa's like, well done.
Does it have feelings?
I know at first my first trying to hate with.
Also,
So,
Hey, the worm on the end of troopers was actually very.
Okay.
so they're all nice.
There was a nice worm one time in a fake.
so they're all very.
I don't think I have another attack. I
Okay.
used my 2 attacks.
Okay. It is going to roll initiative then, where they fall as a in the initiative. Man, my dice are 5. So, we're gonna push it to Brylynn. So Brylynn, you see Grognak go after this giant rat, take it out, and you see all the eyes of rats that are at your feet swarming around you in that river. And you see eyes. Your turn to attack. Like
I'll attack. 9.
that.
I'm gonna attack again.
Just misses.
Okay. 8, 15, 14.
What?
I mean 24. Meant to say 24.
That one hit. The damage.
Five. 8.
Beautiful. And is that your turn? Do you have more to do?
That's all I got.
All right, so it's gonna go to the swarm of rats, and they are going to look up at you, look up at Grognak, different platoons of them, and I think they would probably actually go after you, regardless of the damage you just did. Because they're queen if you were far. And they are going to attack you. Yeah. That's fun. And I rolled different dice every time. So nope, they fail. Multitude of rats sort of jump up at you, and they're able to sort of move and them sort of off or like shake them off. And it's gonna go back to you.
Okay, great axe. Attack! I choose you.
Like slice one.
11.
Great axe.
11.
Use slice.
For damage. As they're all just jumping, sort of missing as you're having to dodge, but thankfully your ballet skills as you're doing the little four for damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with this one that heavy on you, it is hard, you know, the sort of squelched as there's a lot. There's hundreds.
And I'm gonna attack again.
Go for it.
19.
That hits, roll for damage. I guess it's not hundreds. It's
Uh, 9.
Okay. They are dropping in number very quickly. And you begin to see as you're sort of fighting through, and you're swinging your axe, swinging your axe, and as the teamwork sort of works together, as you're both like trying to fight off, you do start to dwindle their significant and left hissing. And this is their turn, and these final ones are going to, oh no, it's your turn. Yeah, it's your turn if you know, rat's still in the ground.
Yeah. Can I
Take the
intimidate
rest.
them?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, roll me an intimidation.
What is missions? Oh. Alright, intimidation.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you very easily, with a roar, as their numbers had started to drop, they were looking like they stopped sort of jumping on you, and they were instead just standing at you. And with that roar and that sort of whatever display you choose to do, you do send them running, and they do throw it off. And you guys are left standing there, having just survived another attack. And you continue down the tunnel, probably feeling quite wary now. How would you approach continuing down this? You're probably about half an hour in.
And I still hear the same.
Yes. It is all around you. It is.
Let's go!
We keep going. Yes, okay.
And as you guys run down the tunnel, you hear the noises start to sort of settle, in a way, and notice that it doesn't sound like so like running, stampeding is happening around you, but rather you can imagine that things have walked, have slowed to a much more in low pace. And you guys continue in the tunnel, and you continue, and after about an hour, 15-ish minutes, I imagine you guys would have sort of final hour left, before you're expected to have Brylynn ready. And just as you start to get to the corner where you were told left, as you guys get to the end, you hear noise, and you're only a short ways off the end. And you hear noises coming down the way, and what you see coming around the corner ahead of you is, for both of you, going to be much worse than the noises that you heard. As coming around the corner, you see a very you see the face thing. And you see
Robin's like, got her. Just pushes her.
you see his muscular physique. You recognize him as well, but you haven't seen time. See the dark brown hair, see his chiseled jaw, see the long jagged scar that runs nearly across his face, gouging his eye. You see the large sharp tusks, notched ears, and that's familiar malicious that's just sorry. You see him coated in a thick black scale mail. You see he seems to be quite decked out. You see behind him, you see the Goliath Marike. You see as well that he has one of his howls, his big dog-ish like pets, big round gaping. Did I print a picture of those? The howler? I think I did. I swear I did. Let's see. I know it showed you.
I know it.
Is that you?
I don't think you said you had, but you're intelligent.
It's a basso. I did find it. I knew I printed it. I'm very sorry.
Weird.
Yeah. It's kind of like a gecko-y type thing, but big. It reminds me of like a spiny dragon. Okay. Apparently. Oh, no, I did. Okay. I have a picture of Fluffy. Mittens is not pictured. Available.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful. I know. Yeah. So you see this come around the corner.
I think I put that in brackets. Men's not pictured.
It's very important. The distinction is important. Oh, surprise. Well, tick tock, tick tock. There goes the clock. Oops. It's like time has nearly run out. Hello again, Grognak.
I'm so scared.
Did you really think you could hide from me? Did you really think I wouldn't have eyes all over the city? Well, everyone makes mistakes, right?
We were just coming your way.
He walks over to you and he crosses the distance as you guys almost start, ahead at the same time. And he comes over to you and he grabs your jaw in a very sort of and he's we all make mistakes. What matters is we don't. Hello again, dear sister. And he looks at you almost affectionately. It could be confused as such or thought to be such. It has been far too
I'm gonna
I don't like that.
spit. And that's it. I'm just gonna spit at him, but not at him, on the floor, and then glare back at him.
now, Brylynn. You should be happy to. I know our father, our dear father, had a special love for like your mother, like my own dear. How is Sarah? I can't do this little stuff. Oh, you didn't know.
Yeah.
That's right. She left you. She left you to fend for yourself. Pathetic, weak, half-blood child in a tribe full of bloodthirsty. You never wondered. Luck alone, our father, favored you, while he left me in the dust. He took you, molded you, trained you, and shaped you to be the best. He may have even loved you. And yet, for being such a weak-hearted, he had no room. Even though I am more blood orc than you will ever, he rejected it. Rejected me for you. But in the end, I won out. His life was mine by right. And if I could not have his in life, I would have his tribe's death. I won. And I have this scar too. I mean, but I ramble, and truly, Brylynn, sister, I do not hate. You could not decide your father's affections, as much as I could not his rejection. The truth is, Brylynn, everyone betrays us. Your mother, Sarah, him. He'll never understand. It's only you're my sister. We are blood. Thank
Brylynn's like so like clearly just so mad in her expression. She's like glaring at him.
He's gonna walk over to you as if to give you a hug. Come, dear sister. We're reunited at last.
And I'm going to like just as he is coming over to me, it's gonna be like I was holding back, but since he approached me, my hand just goes right to his.
Okay, awesome. Alright, roll would that be? Roll a strength check with advantage, and I'm gonna contest it. I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to choke a larger opponent than you, who's also well trained in battle, so that would be pretty hard. So roll it with advantage, but he's gonna contest.
You should have kicked him in the kicked him in the balls. Kick him in the nuts.
Not the royal jewels.
The family jewels.
I only got a 16.
You only got a 16. That's fine. You rolled actually pretty. And you surprised him. He wasn't expecting you to have the audacity. And you probably grab his throat, got him by this, and he just grins at you, with a smile, and he seems the but you can roll, or I guess that would just be an unarmed strike. Yeah. What's your unarmed strike?
And who is somebody still holding
He grabbed your face and then he walked away from you. He basically just grabbed your jaw. Oh, you know, and like played it like, don't make that mistake again. Like he's just pointing like a cat. Go here, don't touch my face.
My unarmed strike is just it's a 4. And I'm gonna say to him while I've got him by the throat, I'm gonna say, I don't care what you seem to think. You're not my brother.
And he's still smirking at you, almost chuckling to himself. As he kind of gurgles it out. Sorry, that was 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting. So you know. Sorry. As you attack him and you grapple him and you can't see blood And he kind of gargles that out and he smiles. Truly, bro. So happy.
I'm just gonna.
Are you holding him?
Yeah.
Okay, you see his lackeys sort of take a step forward and he nods as he stares deeply into your face. Aren't you curious? Curious? Why? Don't you want to know? He's coughing. Don't you want to know why your mom? Don't you want to know why I've been and for she's still alive? But I'm sure you've put that together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep. I so I know I can't take him, and I'm just purely mad. So I'm going to. I'm going to like shove him away from me. Not. I'm gonna say no. I don't want to know, and I'm gonna shove him away from me at the same time.
And you shove him back, and he does. He gets sort of stumped, but he catches him. And he stands and he looks at you, and I can't say I'm not disappointed. I heard a great many things. And while we were of the same father, we lived on two very separate ends of the tribe. And I've heard great many impressive stories and tales. And frankly, it's all been a bit underwhelming. However, we've got a lot to do. Come. And he turns back on you. And all of his lackeys stop and stare at you. She will.
Like glance over at Grognak. What do we do?
Grimfang asked us to come with him. Or just,
That was very clear.
just,
Come.
I'm just gonna start following them.
Okay. Do you start following Brylynn? Okay. You start following. And you are sort of at the back of the party. You are followed by the hound and one of your or staff attached to the thing, and you are followed very close. And as you guys are walking, and a lot of time is passing, and you can imagine that after he had timed his entrance for that another hour, and he would have met you, and that would have been work. So you have obviously started a bit, and you guys walk down the tunnel, and you do take a left where Sable had told you to take a left, and then getting up to the top where there's two options, you end up taking a right. You begin to walk quite a while, and then once more take a left at some, and you end up sort of having to pass where you can expect that carrion crawler must have been sort of keeping its nest. But you pass through as this area has very cleared out, and you take that left, went up, took far like the closest to you the right, you down and passed one, two, and then on the third one went left up, and then you took a right, and you went left up. Oh no, sorry, you took a left, not a right there. Sorry. A left at the top of that, and then a right, straight up. And as you walk, you enter a place that you've seen growing up. A place that Brylynn has not seen for, and you find yourself entering Grimface. Now, Sable and Sola. So there's about a half an hour window there when they're going to be crossing paths potentially. And I know you guys are planning on heading straight to the tunnels, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my plan.
Okay. So you guys are hanging to the side of the wall. You guys are unaware of you. As this is happening, essentially beneath the castle, you guys ran and jumped on the stairwell, and you see that smoke is beginning to go out of that stairwell. Neither of you had shut the and licks of flame are starting to the tower as you guys just down and move your hands, start to move down away from the window, and you begin your descent off of the window. And as you climb down, what you see around you is you're essentially just a castle yard in that sort of area, or the outside edge of it, but it's just greenery and grass. You are outside. What are you doing? Anywhere, or what's the plan?
I was planning to run straight towards the kitchens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You guys
get off
straight
and go to.
toward- You guys run. You burst in through the servants, burst through the door. Servants are, a couple of them are surprised you're sitting there. And with you guys coming in, the smell is, and you guys burst through the door, and they're smelling smoke. They're looking at you. Do you run past? You just
As soon as I burst through the door, I'm like, "There's a fire over there!" Just gonna,
oh my gosh,
the castle's on fire! Point.
start. And they all run and they begin to scurry. And numerous dozens of servants begin running as everyone. And they begin to charge past you in the direction where they can coming out of the window. The king! Oh my gosh! And they're all running, and they all dart this way and that, and you can see starting to fetch buckets and doing what they can. And someone's calling and crying, "Where's the mage? Where's looking for someone that can fire?" And soldiers and everyone are just darting away and that. And you guys do. You go into the kitchen and you find that familiar stairwell. It's been sort of blocked by barrels and sort of stacked again. Just like a row in front of it so that it notice there. Obviously, you guys came through, and you guys are able to go back down. And you start going down the tunnels, and you begin your descent. And I would say that probably at some point in this descent, as you guys are coming down, you begin to hear the sound of coming up to as you guys come down the stairs and you head into tunnels, chaos around you. But to you it still sounds like chaos, even though it's starting to you it sounds like chaos. You hear the sort of things, but you hear voices coming at you down the tunnel.
Okay. I guess I'll pause and man, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Are
So
they?
they're
Wait, so
coming
we hear.
towards us. Can I see anything through the
It's
darkness?
pretty dark. You do have dark vision, but
Mhm.
it's a long stretch. Like keep in mind these stretches of tunnels, some of them hour. So you would hear it coming, but it would take a while for you to actually physically see.
Can I use my perception? Because I would probably try to listen quick to see if it was Brylynn,
Yeah,
or something. I made this art go away. I only got an 8.
Okay. Grognak and Brylynn in the march with Grimfang, would you have said anything or would you have kept quiet?
While we were marching.
Yeah, after you decided to, not when you caught it.
Anything you say to each other?
Okay. Yeah, so you don't hear the DC would have been pretty low for that if they were chatting, but you don't hear any voices that sound distinct to
Mhm.
you. you just hear obviously the sounds of rough voices. And not saying much. Like it's just the odd sort of thing here or there. But you wouldn't be able to pick it out.
So it's not like the thundering noises that they were hearing, like the chaos that they were hearing. It just sounds like
to break the wall. They were hearing scouring caves, and they were running. They were at a full run and stirring up all the nests and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know why, but they were, and what you were. So you were hearing all that chaos. They were sending the tunnels friends, but at some point they started to slow down after the task had been done. That makes sense.
Mhm.
They were now going at a walking pace, and
I see.
time that doesn't mean there's not all that noise, their presence in the tunnels that you would very easily packed, but you wouldn't. It would sound chaotic to you, but it wouldn't sound near as chaotic as they had.
Okay. Well, all that Sola knows of the tunnels are used for is by the rebellion. So like, I wouldn't be concerned, but I'll say to Sable, I'll be like, I think I hear someone. It could be Brylynn and Grognak.
Could I try to like? Well, let's see. I'm just okay. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna be like, let's go, hurry. We gotta meet up with them, and I'm gonna quicken my pace.
You guys begin. Yeah, I imagine still running, still covered in. And as you start to get closer, me for types of advantage, if it would be hard, it's pretty.
Make what?
Perception check with advantage.
12.
I got a net 20, which is a total of 25.
Brylynn, or Sola, sorry. Sola, as you're walking, you see what's obviously Marike. You recognize that much, and you can see that there's an orc side, and there's another orc. I don't think you've. Oh no, you haven't seen Prim thing.
I don't think I ever saw him.
Oh yeah, you
Because I stole something
Yeah,
from them, but I didn't meet
you
him.
didn't meet him.
Yeah.
So there's someone you don't recognize. Just an orc looking fellow at the front. And they're walking and you see behind them. What did you want?
At 12.
You just see that there's more figures behind them. But you have to get a little bit closer. Sable, you pick out these same things. You haven't seen Group Thing either.
No.
Okay. So you see the exact same thing. You take it the same way. You recognize Mary Kay. You recognize that that's a walking beside him, and another one sort of. You see behind immediately, and you recognize that to be them. And behind, you could just make out the fucking head of this howler and the glimpse of the eyes of the maybe able to light off, pick up as you see the whole party marching towards you.
Okay. I'm gonna like, because I don't recognize these people, I'm skidding to a stop. And like, I'll like reach forward to stop Sable if he hasn't stopped yet. But I don't know who these I'm skidding to, ready to run if I need to.
As I see this approaching, I'm gonna bring out my sword and then my shield and get ready and trying to crouch down, stopping for a bit, and essentially just I'm gonna say to Sola, that's not right. something's wrong, and I'm going to. How far are they?
They're getting pretty close. They have made no motions, although it's very clear that Enrique and the orc leading the charge have for sure and are well aware that you're there, and they make no motion to even. They're just heading in.
I'm gonna say,
And it would be probably as you're closing the. How far is your dark vision?
I don't
60
know.
feet, I think.
I think it's 60. I don't have it right now.
They're probably about. I would say probably 50.
Oh, 60 feet. Yeah.
They're just closing the.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Sable, like, what are you doing? We have to run. It's like,
and you would begin to see as they're sort of closing the gap, you'd see.
Oh, well now, okay.
Yeah.
Well then I'm not gonna run.
It's like we're
They are
already.
closing the gap pretty quickly.
Well,
I'm gonna.
okay, well then I would probably call out.
I'm going to. I have the Majora's Mask in my inventory. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna
I
like
don't know what I'm
just
gonna do.
just go ahead and
So
put
I'm
that
just
on.
gonna yell out to them.
Right.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, Grognak, Brylynn. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sable, where's your armor?
I gave it to Brylynn, which was she probably left it in there, in the place.
I'm gonna say for the sake of brevity that Berlin has it.
You could
But
just leave it in the. You
it
can
would
leave it in the
be-
place.
It would be a lot of work to have to put it back on.
It. It's a lot of. It's a chainmail set. Like unless I don't know where you're gonna put that in your pack. I'm just saying.
A big orc. I would think that you would think enough of Sable to keep it on your.
Yeah, I figured I just had it like on.
Yeah,
me
I don't think
already.
you're like short of inventory. So I would say that she can carry it. She's pretty strong. So
Oh, you're
she is
generous.
but it would take at least I would think probably if it's a full chainmail set.
No, yeah, I
you're gonna
couldn't put it on like
couple
mid battle.
actions, if not a couple actions. Take a look.
It's generous of you.
So Sola cried out to us.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, they're there.
Hey! I'll just like I'm not necessarily like crying out back to you, but I'm just like out of surprise of seeing you guys. Sola! That's it.
Okay, well I'm gonna
Oh man.
There we go.
Looks like the rest of your party's running. Good.
Or
And
all
he's
fucks.
walking. Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Grouping is approaching us now.
They're approaching. Not stopping. They're
Mhm.
closing the gap very
And then I'm gonna I'm actually I'm gonna say like just run, guys.
Okay, I'll be startled by that, and I'll be like, "What's going on?" As he's coming closer to me.
Can I? Okay, okay.
Magic stuff.
So
what you like to do, Sable.
can
He
I?
is mad and concerned, so you definitely have an attack of
But I'm not sure why we're attacking. Like, I don't know what to say.
Can I? Let's see. Can I like? I guess make a perception check to like look at the party and essentially like, I'm scanning like do these guys feel familiar to me like how the group that came after her before fought? Is it like so similar to that? Because
In that same vein, can I maybe do like because I noticed because they said run? Can I do like an insight check and see if I feel like there's anything threatening?
Yeah, both of you roll me those checks. So Sable, you're trying to see if they're familiar, if there's any.
but yeah, cause remember when Berlin got attacked by that group of I guess goons or whatever, you know, from Grinfang's. I'm trying to infer that this is probably the same goons, not realizing that it's actually the the big goon. Oh, and I got a natural 1,
I got a 17 on
which
mine.
is a total of 6, but it's a natural 1.
Okay, so you were trying to see. Okay, Sable, you recognize 3K, but the way everyone's walking is very unstressed. Like it's very clear that nobody's concerned about you guys being there. Brylynn and Grognak have not yet done anything to make you feel perhaps that they're in any way, shape, or form dangerous. So to you, while yeah, there are orcs, it doesn't necessarily bad. You don't know what the massive beast of back is. That's something you've never seen before. And that maybe still causes your hair to rise, but for no reason other than I've never seen, like, why do they have that with them? Who is this? But you do recognize Marike, so I would still give you that you is not on your side. You already know that you don't like him. Just given the fact that he sells the Murad products, I think that's all you know of him. So that would at least give that pause.
Well, right, because Sable looked in the store.
Yes. But Sable, I think, has actually interacted with Enrique to a greater extent than that. Sola, you rolled a what?
A 17.
17. You're able to tell that this is not quite right. You don't recognize anyone. You actually haven't seen Enrique, have you?
No, I don't know him. I don't know
Okay.
Grimpang. I just know these
So,
two.
given that, what sets it off for you is the fact that there's this big beast at the back. And you're like, why in the world would they be walking with giant beast-like, dog-like creature at the back? And why are they in the middle? And this why would they be placed in the middle? And the fact that Brylynn is already in danger, that would set that off. Maybe not enough to attach it with the very concerned.
I told you
Yeah.
that might be alarming.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, what did you say, Bertie?
She told me to run.
Oh right, okay, yes.
That's why I was like, what the heck?
Yes, with the run, you both know something's very wrong. You would.
Okay.
You may not recognize any of these people, but you're sort of.
I
It is. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you just said Sola. I forgot about the run. And Sable, you're still pretty dumbfounded. But even with a natural one, even without Marike, and you're like, he works for Murad. This must be Murad.
I'm running.
Okay, you turn and run.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and I like, yeah, in this moment, I'm like, best I can do is try to help them later. So I'm gonna turn around.
Listen to me.
And Sable, are you running?
Fuck. He would. Okay. Did you say okay? When you said run, is it like was there clear, like is it like desperation? How did you say it?
You said guys just run.
I
That's
think
pretty clear.
Yeah, I think it would be like a demand, like
Okay.
run.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So he would move for a second forward, but upon hearing that, I think then he would just take off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my feline agility to increase my speed.
Okay, you're gonna run.
So I'm running. I'm sprinting.
Okay, as you both turn to run, at the backs, as you make that decision, you hear Fluffy, Fetch, and you guys begin running down. Your speed is 30. I'm so sorry about that. It's just Sable. Sable can run 80.
Yeah, there's
feet.
not there's anything I can.
Okay,
Fluffy's gonna run past us from behind. Do we get, or do one of us?
if
get
you
in
want
the-
to, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just been left off now.
Is
Actu-
Enrique in front of us?
So you've got the orc, you've got Fluffy, you've got you guys, you've got Marike, another orc, and Group.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
How far is the? We just got into the tunnel, right? Like the ladder's right there, isn't it?
You would be about 15 minutes from the castle.
And so wait, this kind of attack of opportunity because running past this would just be like one attack. That's it. It's not a whole turn.
One attack because
Yeah. Okay.
he's moving through your, and just because you're attacking, I feel like if you're running and swipes at you, you're not gonna be able to stop right on the dime. You're gonna
Yeah.
move in, right?
Fine.
9 to hit. Okay, you go to swing, and the bulk of this howler moving through this tunnel with determination. He's been trained for it, and so he's told a command. He's going to do it. And in this small tunnel, he's quite a large frame, and he's actually I'm curious. He's a large thing, but I want to know.
Do you have inspiration dice? Can I add?
Yeah, go for it.
11.
That was with your
Yeah.
still misses. It has to be a 6.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that from another one.
It's about 8 feet long and weigh about 2,000 pounds. A massive beastie. And he goes running past you, and you get knocked out of the way as he thunders past. And Sable, to to be blunt, you can move at equal speed as this creature, and then every other turn stopped could move, the additional 80. But you would be able to move double speed and then run regular for a little while. You are matched in speed in this howler, and you, as you're running and you see it run behind you, you'd probably be able to register that you would be able to stay ahead of it. Granted that you keep running. Sola, however, you start running, and this beast is very. While you're running fast, it is just that little bit faster than hell of it catch up. So it's up to you if you'd like to make a decision or just.
Well, I knew. Everything I do this is like need to be climbing. How he's tall? Well, how big is this tunnel? How tall is?
The tunnels are 15 feet wide. And I would imagine them to probably be like a square, so 15 feet.
Okay, and how big is that guy?
He is 8 feet long, and he's a tall. I don't know. It didn't say how tall he was, but I would imagine that.
Okay.
He would probably be a good he's 2,000 pounds. He'd be like a cow.
Okay.
Like, massive.
Okay, well, I still even though I think he can probably try to jump at me, I'm going to run up. As I'm running, I'm gonna go up the wall and upside down on the roof.
It's like when they do the skateboarding.
Yeah. So,
like.
so not only do I have the shoes on, but I do, which means that climbing costs me no extra movement. Yeah. So I'm going just as fast on the as I did on the ground, and I have sticky shoes.
Sticky shoes. Can I, as I don't know. I guess. Oh shoot.
So I think I might have a better chance at dodging him if he's lunging at me.
Yeah, I love that you're running on the roof. I'm picturing it because your head would probably still be
Yeah.
See me hanging down.
Yeah.
Can I, as I'm running ahead, realizing that I'm actually leaving Sola behind, I wanted to see if I could cast Guiding Bolt on this thing to see if I can slow it down. It's 120 feet. Oh my god. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. That's 10 points of radiant damage. And this dog is now glowing with this kind of golden, almost sunlight aura as the guiding bolt outlines its figure, meaning that the next attack on it has advantage.
Beautiful. I don't think that. What type of creature does radiant damage affect? It's just undead, right?
Whatever it says. If it says that it is vulnerable to radiant damage, it could be undead. A lot of it's undead, but it could be something else too. I'm not too sure, but a lot of it's undead.
I'm just gonna check. I want to make sure you get the amount of damage.
If it's like a fiend, then I don't think.
As well, so he's just a big cube. It really is a cow, practically.
That ain't no cow.
Yeah, and he's running his like quick.
I hear
Oh my god. Okay, okay. After how far? Like, are we like right behind? Is it right behind me?
No, it's right behind Sola. Like it's almost on her.
Okay, can I?
You both essentially, I'm giving you both a split second to react to the fact that he set it on you. But after that, we're gonna be in combat with for sure.
After I hit it, I'm going to stop where I'm going, and I'm gonna bring up my sword and wait for it to come to me.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, okay. It doesn't say it here, and I don't have the official book for it, and I don't know what I'm worried about is these cards. I don't know if they completely spell everything out. Because it doesn't say anything about that being a bit.
Yeah, after I hit it, I'm going to skid to a stop and just basically have my sword and shield waiting for it to like come towards me so I can eventually hit it.
Okay. Well, sorry. While this is going on, I don't know how much, but I want like see if maybe I can just see, or if you want me to do a perception check on like I'm looking at the back of Grimfang, and if I can see anywhere in his like like not tight. Like I want to see if there's a way that I can essentially shove something in. Like, yeah, kind of like get into his armor.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Oh no. Bad rolls today.
6.
Let me see if yeah, it's pretty tight. Like dragon scale mail it's obviously very armor. So it's very tight.
Okay.
It would be hard pressed to jab something.
So then I'm going to just seeing that I'm gonna lean over to Brylynn and say like you need to quickly attack the orc behind us, like surprise him with an attack. Then up wave.
Okay.
I hope you said it just like that.
Sable is ready. Sola, you're upside down.
And
This thing gets hit by a radiant blast, and it does like a screech as it continues to thunder on, and it is on you. And are you taking any? Well, you swung at it already, so I'll count that as your. Okay. Sola. So you've kind of chosen to run up and around. Everybody roll me initiative check because it sounds or initiative check. Roll me for your initiative. Sounds like we're all gonna. Oh, I just roll initiative. Couple.
17.
18.
13.
I got a 13 too.
So do we get me and Lisa get a surprise attack before we enter into initiative? Because I imagine the orc and Marike and him are watching this. So I was hoping to do that as the Fluffy is running away. I don't know. Give us.
I would say that you're sort of your check because it's all happening very quickly. But how about we'll see where we fall in the initiative and follow them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they aren't like Grimfang up until this point is relaxed. It's not at all what you guys attacking. Sorry, what was your 17? What was yours? Grognak?
Oh, 18.
18. Okay. Sola and Sable, what are your ACs again?
15.
It's currently 14 right now.
Okay. Just give me 1 second to get this set up.
I don't really have any. That's I don't think I do. Besides my shoes. And my frogs. There's so many
You're like
frogs in
sitting
my
on the floor. Hold on. Let me over on the ceiling.
I have so many frogs. That is all. Frog.
All right. So why haven't
And so they're still like they're not that far from.
No, I would say they're so the howler is on
Yeah.
with the direction you guys have been probably about 30 feet. I think we would be able to reach Sola. Because they haven't stopped walking. Even as he's saying fetch, even as you blasted him, the howler with an attack, Grimside hasn't changed his pace, not once. He's even if the orcs seem a little bit phased, even Murray doesn't phase. Just okay.
Can we do
Um,
a table?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say, let's get some here. Just rolling some initiative.
Feel pretty comfortable. Just thinking, you run for my life. Do I need to grab anything? Like,
How far you're Sable's 80 feet?
I would be
60 feet probably with where. No, he would be 50.
no,
40
because
rounds.
as I
Because
took
the
because
howler-
but as I took off, I used my feline agility to double my speed, so that
Yes,
was
you
80
did.
feet.
She was moving at the same time, and she moved 30 feet, and so did
think
the howler 30 feet.
Oh,
So
shit.
So
You
30
would
feet
sit
from them, 60
30
feet
feet.
from us.
okay, so away from Sola, you would be 50 feet. That would be the difference there. And then from you'd be 50 feet from Sola. Sola was how far did I say? 30 feet from the party with where you guys are catching up. Yeah. So you would be about 60. No, that's not right. Hold on, I can't. I'm not.
They were already ahead, right?
yeah, we weren't quite at them yet, but
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's
like
true.
maybe 40 feet. I think.
Oh
that I'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
at this point.
I said the gap was closing for quite a while.
Yeah,
It might have been like
So,
10.
but like I
they
did
were
start.
pretty close. They would have been like 20 feet, really. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
did not change. They literally.
And then they both ran away.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so did they get their full speed? Like
yes.
so
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. The definitely caught on Sola. Sable went 80 feet. So with a continued pace, is what the challenge is, because essentially you guys stopped. You didn't.
I'm
you're
still
running,
running.
but Sable's and
Sable, not even visible.
okay.
Sable is off the map. I'll let Grognak do that.
How much do you weigh, Sola?
I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea. Like, I'm just like an average tiefling, so whatever they weigh. I think I'm slightly heavier than a human at this.
There's just one.
I think I'd be like
Howler,
180-ish.
180.
grab
It's like I think I'm heavy, but I'm just like tall and slender. So
oh yeah, that is a good one.
I'm heavier than a human.
I'm trying to think of how much I could carry.
Use
I
I got a
think
big old tail.
yeah,
I
use
think I
that one
could
for
carry
Grimfang.
you.
Oh perfect. Okay. Grimfang, that one, Marike, the two orcs. Use skeletons for the orcs.
There's two.
Yeah, there's two orcs. And then for the actual big boy, stupid.
That's the
I know,
best.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, wait. The two orcs are
The
they're
bug
behind
is pretty
us. And
Oh,
the
hold on.
big
Hold on,
guy-
hold on.
Didn't he
Type
have,
tokens. So the two orcs would just be tokens.
didn't he have another guy too?
He had so this is Grimfang. That's an orc. That's an orc. And then
Okay.
And then it's just
his big puppy.
I thought he had his special friend with him too.
What do you mean?
No, he just.
Oh, his
Maybe.
advisor.
His special friend.
Negpa, the Negpa, right? Is not there.
Oh, for some reason I thought I must have just
Okay, well we are just that's kind of okay.
What about the bug?
That bug is much scarier.
The bu-
Slightly more intimidating.
So okay, the howler was behind
So Polar is on Sola.
So
you
Mittens
can put
is Mittens not here? Just Fluffy?
just Fluffy.
Oh, okay.
He only has 1 howler, 2 orcs, and Marike with him.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, interesting.
Yep. Okay, and the order of combat is going to be as follows.
So does this find Grognak or Brylynn?
One of them is behind you. Yeah, the tunnels are only 15 feet, so I imagine it was
Okay.
Fluffy and an orc, you two, Marike and an orc, and then Grimfang at the very.
Grimfang, or he came and orc us
Sola
two.
and Sable, who's going first? 13.
I mean, if the thing's about to attack me, I feel like I should have a chance to do something.
Do you want to go first?
I think that sounds like a plan. Okay, all right. Okay, now before we get started here, it is 8:23. This could potentially be a long combat. Are you guys wanting to start that tonight, or do you want to sort of leave everything exactly as is and come back to a week from?
Good with either one. I don't work tomorrow.
I don't work tomorrow either. Just saying.
I mean, I'm fine to stay.
Cool. I'll let you know when it hits like.
If we're at like 9:30,
Yeah,
I should go.
because I'm good for like. I'm wired up.
I have to. I still have to go do. I should drop some. So at the. Before I leave.
Okay.
9:30 is kind of like my limit.
Okay. Perfect. All right, you guys. Okay, you guys, that guiding bolt starts. And we are going to start the round off with Grognak. You are top of the initiative, so I'll just keep the initiative in order because you will being the top. So go ahead, attack if you would like.
Okay, so my plan was for Brylynn and I to sort of strike at the same time.
On one of the orcs.
Well, because I want her to strike the orc behind us, as long as you have agreed to do so.
I didn't say anything, but I
Okay.
read a message, so
Okay. Okay. All right. Well then, okay, fine. So, okay, if I attack and she chooses to attack the orc behind us, is she allowed to do prize attack?
So I'll allow it, but you're first in the initiative. Third. Fluffy is in the middle, so I won't consider it a surprise attack. I'll consider it solely initiative.
Mhm.
So it'll just start at the top and go down and have you second again.
So,
You can attack at the same time because you're not going to affect Fluffy.
oh yeah, no,
So if you were going to affect him in some way,
no,
then
not
you would
Fluffy.
do that, but because you're going after others, absolutely
Yeah.
die at the same.
What I'm okay. So I mean, the order can go in the same way. I mean, it's all going at the same time. So right.
Yeah, but yeah, for a little flavor, absolutely attack you to attack Grimfang,
Yeah.
and with your sort of time together, you can definitely fly in precision.
Okay.
And
So the reason why I'm thinking it's a surprise attack is because the back here, it might be watching up
it
there.
would definitely be a surprise
Okay.
attack, but I'm gonna grant you an extra. Like
Yeah,
typically
yeah.
a surprise attack gives you that extra.
Yeah.
I think you also get extra damage on surprise attack, or no?
I think it's just a
Or is it
advantage.
just an extra in advance? Okay, yeah, you can have advantage on your roll then.
Okay.
For your attack. Because yeah, they're not expecting you guys to attack. That's fair.
so that means that just you're gonna count it. Okay, wait.
So you're gonna
Because-
get the orc as normal, but just roll advantage with you.
Okay,
And then we'll go in the same initiative. Well,
because
we're
I'm
here in the-
losing out then by doing a surprise attack because if I don't surprise attack, I have to attack.
with a surprise attack, you can still do the attacks. It's just the first one is that one. I think honestly, a surprise attack is just a. Like if you were sneaking up on something and you told me not to attack it, I would just have a. Okay. I'm not sure if it's actually rule. that would be my comment. Would be to have a turn. But given that we're already like Sable's already struck and everything, and everyone's aware where everyone is, sure you won't get that full turn. But you are at the start of initiative.
Alright, I will. Okay, you go first then.
Okay, so I how do I want this? Uh, okay, okay. I think I'm going to just light up one of my bombs and like roll it under Grimfang's feet. So I don't know how you want me to go
What's the
about
distance
that 60-foot range.
that it hits?
You gave me 60-foot range, damage within 5 feet, and a
Okay, so that's
dexterity.
feet. Okay.
So then the dexterity saving that change depending on whether he. I guess he would hear us.
It would still be
Yeah.
it would still be it would still be the same. But the I was curious about 5
Yeah.
of the bomb and
Yeah.
the explosion. So obviously they're pretty small the bombs, but they still pack a kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not gonna affect you guys. That's what
No,
I'm
it will.
saying.
I think attack these two. So I'm gonna
It would
roll.
only hit if it's 5 feet, unless you're like because you're rolling it just to Grimfang, it would only hit at 5 feet. So
Okay.
it's not gonna attack Marike. So go ahead and roll to I guess you don't have to roll to attack.
No, he
For
would have
that
to
one.
roll a dex saving throw, wouldn't it be?
Well, Grimfang would,
Yeah,
but
No,
to
that's what I'm
actually,
saying.
Yeah.
Grimfang.
but for Grognak to roll this under feet, there still should be a roll for that because it's the same as like throwing. Like you would have to have some skill to do that.
Yeah.
So, what do you have
Makes
for
sense.
weapons?
I have a great axe and a morning star.
Okay, roll the same as your morning star
Okay.
because with that you would use your wrist, same as underhand.
So
roll
like
this.
a hit with the hit.
Yeah, what are your
Okay.
hit? Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Oh, 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, because obviously a bomb's going to go off regardless,
Yeah.
but because this AC 16, does it sound fair to say that it goes under K instead?
Yeah.
So you roll it forward.
So, and I don't know how long that happens. So
Okay.
as that's happening, if Brylynn is attacking the orc, that's gonna happen at the same time.
Yes.
So before I roll damage on him, I want her to attack.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to roll your dexterity save. So what was the he rolled an 19, so he's going to take half damage. What?
So it's like okay.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to avoid it because that means a bomb will be going off under his feet. Brylynn, roll for your attack on your. $13. That just hits for damage.
Sorry, I just forgot. 2 plus 3, right? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3, plus 3. 3 plus. So
11.
11?
yeah,
Okay.
11.
Thank you, Tay, for doing the math. All right. Yeah, you whip around on this orc. And we're gonna say orc number 1, the one you're attacking. One.
Yeah.
And you whip around and you attack him, and you definitely surprise him, and you get him. He's not downed, but he is doubled. As you wail on him. Grognak roll your damage for as the bomb is at this exact time.
5, 1, 3.
So it'd be 4 damage. Half.
5.
4 or 5 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it'd be. I was reading that it's always the lower of the two numbers, so it'd be 4.
Sure.
Okay,
And
you roll
then-
this bomb, and as he's like just stepping, it
Mhm.
rolls under the foot that's like lifting, and as it blows off, you shred his boot that he's wearing and absolutely destroy it. And he takes, he takes that hit, but it's not like anything major to him. He kind of and or we'll get to it.
So, okay, hold on. So that would be considered an attack.
Yes, that would be one of
So
your actions. So if you have a,
Would still be an act.
Oh.
it would still, yeah, it would be one action.
So, okay, would you consider it an attack action or a use an object?
I would say for the simplicity of it is attack.
Okay, so then, because I have extra attack, would you allow me to turn around and attack the orc behind me?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then I'm going to attack the orc that Elisa or Lynn just attacked.
Yeah.
Elisa.
No, it was Elisa.
It was Elisa. Specifically Elisa.
Um, oh, y'all. Okay, that's 24.
That hits. It really hits.
It's
really
hard.
hits.
It's very deep.
That's all you can give us.
11.
Those. Yep. It definitely.
When he
infinite.
rolls the bomb, you go and attack at the same time. You've got this guy already like double. Like,
In every multi-dimension it hits.
yes. Reverberations into the next plane.
Um,
Somewhere
that
in the
damage?
next plane, the creature is working.
did you get the damage on that?
No.
11.
sorry. Okay. It was you this time your turn to puddle him, and you just absolutely nailed it.
Um,
If you only have 4 hits, you just destroyed him and he is puddled. So you can move that token off the table. Yeah, the great.
So then with that, I'll complete my turn by going into rage. And so I guess she's completing her turn. And then we'll
Or do you have another
I
attack?
have another.
You have another.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Grognak comes in and you guys are basically and you see it ahead of you. Okay, and another orc. Do you search for or rush for after them?
How big their kid. Yeah, shoot, I'm here now. Hey, so and then just I'll just attack, and then when the next turn is going around, I have 2 scrolls that I forgot to look at what they even are. Can I do that on my phone
Oh yeah,
after
absolutely.
my attack?
Yeah.
Just okay. I will attack Alana, but I'll attack Mary Kay.
Okay, go for it.
Good.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, let's
That's-
go.
So
And then that's a critical too.
Yeah,
that's a crit.
yeah, so you get double damage.
I get double damage.
Mhm.
Well, my vicious weapon also gives me an extra 7 damage.
A lot of damage.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to
But
write
if
this
might not
down.
like his own
Okay.
face. Fucking
Hit him in the
Yeah.
face.
Versus
Hit him in
leg.
his beautiful face.
what did he do? So you makeup.
Well, don't put it like that. I'm gonna feel bad.
He's gonna need makeup after this.
I'm not there, he's a little glistening. I'm
Okay.
trying to find the way. It'll happen.
I have a plan. I don't know if it's gonna work out though.
I also have a plan.
And then I doubled that and then add the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Wait, no, because you get a +7 on every hit. With your
No.
addition-
When I roll a 20 on an attack, I get to add a
Okay, yes. Okay,
7.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it the first way.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 2, so 22 plus 7.
29 points.
Ooh.
And
Juicy.
It is out for some deli.
That might be my best, my most
Damage roll.
one is the most satisfying nat 20. I wish that was Grimfang.
Wish that was you, buddy.
Charge up with your mace.
Yeah. I'm right behind him.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this just the
Just like no, it's the big
American?
Goliath. Marique, yeah. He lifts his leg as he's like his boot just gets blown off, and Grognak and you almost switch places. Grognak goes for that, or you run forward with your mace, seeing your opportunity, and you go. And how do you?
I'm going to jump into the air with my mace over my head and swing it down on top of him. And my mace, because it's powered by whatever the vicious mace is and the clowns, it's going to like look like there's like red coming out like this, like a
Beautiful.
yeah.
You do, but, but you swing down, hit him as he sort of doubles over. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ouch!
Oh, well, that hurt.
Like my face! I like my face!
The
And you just
beautiful
see-
face.
I haven't practiced swearing with my face. That's how I
Ouch.
picked up the accents and everything. Okay, and as you do that, and you're basically, you guys are absolutely annihilating the back end. Sola, you are running, and you hear that. I can't. I was sick all week, so I can't loud. But it is right behind you, and if you were to turn your head, that big maw right in your face, head much bigger than
Upside down.
upside down, which is some of. And it is going to. It is going to do a howl. As it is right behind you, it is going to scream in your ear, and it is a 60-foot cone. How far away is Sable?
I don't know.
50 feet away.
50 feet. Okay, both of you roll me a wisdom saving throw. To be 16. And its mouth opens in a way that, like that one fish does, where you know that mouth. The gulper eel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, its mouth opens in a huge way as it lets out a loud scream that bursts eardrums as it rushes past you.
I hear it. Hear it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay, what do you roll?
19.
19. Okay, Sable?
I got a 28.
Whoa! Shoot! Her wisdom, or his wisdom, I should say.
Okay,
I rolled a 19. I almost got a crit on my saving throw. And I have a +9 to wisdom.
okay. You guys are so lucky you rolled so good. Because you are now immune to the towel for the next 24 hours.
Oh.
And somehow, Sola, even though it's right behind you, and it screams directly into your ears, do not, nothing happens. You somehow you've steeled yourself, preparing yourself, and of everything that's built up to this, you're able to get ready. Maybe you managed to sort of cover your ears just in time as you breath, and you maybe hear. Maybe that's your advantage with it being that close. Just as you hear it smell kind of go as it's opening, you're like, oh shit, and being smart enough to realize that big mouth thing, you cover your ear, whether it's to protect yourself from hearing yourself, whatever, slam your hands up instantly. And you both managed to survive this howl. And I think that's the only thing it's going to do at this point. So that is going to put it to Grimfang. Grimfang, hearing all the noise behind him, is actually going to turn the two of you. Don't laugh for every single laugh. Every single. Oh, you actually think you. And he is going to attack at you, Grognak, not Brylynn. Even though Brylynn is after. And he is going to attack you, Grognak, with his axe again. Okay. And he has a plus 13 to hit, so you actually roll. But he has a 6. I don't even remember that from last time. But he has a 6 plus 13. Or did I not tell you that? I thought I did. Okay, well, it was a 6, but he has a plus 13. So that definitely hits. And he's going to do that 12 damage after. And the next one was an 8 plus. And so he is going to come after you almost. He's not in rage, but he's pissed. And you can tell that he's annoyed that you're just disrupting everything. And so he turns and he marches up to you. And he is going to. Where's my.
His attacks resistant, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Are you resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
Yeah.
It would be slashing. So you're going to take half. And what's 14 plus 8?
24.
24. So one of his attacks is 24. You take,
22.
Yeah,
22.
okay, so you take 11 points from attack. The next one,
3. 8.
the next one you're only going to take 5 points. As he turns and he looks at you and he obviously very upset with you, particularly, and he swings his axe at you. And that is going to put the round to Marike. Oh no, Sable.
Thought I was going first.
Oh, Sola. Sorry, I wrote that down wrong.
The
Sola.
only reason why I want to go first is because I have advantage on this
Yeah.
fluffy guy.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to write it down that way, but because S names, I put it on S.
Okay, so I'm going to. I have something called sneak attack, but I don't have to be hidden. I just have to use it. So since this thing is right on me, I'm gonna stop for a moment to swing at it with my dagger. So once per turn I can do sneak attack, but I have 2 weapon fighting, so I feel like I can hit him twice, right? And then use attack. Does that make sense? Says
Okay, so when you described that, you said as long as you have an advantage on.
yeah, then I deal extra damage.
Why do you have advantage on your?
Because of
Because he got-
my guiding bolt.
He's
Oh, right.
the next
okay,
hit is
thank you.
advantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
anything on the house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
go for it.
all right,
Yeah,
so
roll 3 essentially.
I don't have to roll for that.
Well,
It
no, the
hits your
sneak
damage.
attack damage happens on the first attack, so it's
On the
not an
first one?
extra attack. It's just you're adding extra damage to your sneak attack damage. So it's like you can add the d6s to that attack.
Okay, so I
Go
roll
for
for to see if my first one hits, and then do you want me to do damage after that, or do you want me to see if they both hit?
Just see if they both hit first, and
Okay.
then roll your damage. It doesn't matter either way. It's fine.
Don't forget you have advantage on the first hit.
Yes, I have advantage on the first hit. Now, when I roll, sorry, it's been so long. Do I add this when I roll?
Mhm.
Okay. So I got 19 for the first,
That hits.
and is that a 9? Yeah, and then 16 second.
They both hit.
Okay.
16 is his AC.
But
so
you
just
should roll
made it.
twice for this first one though, just in case you get a critical.
I rolled,
She did. She rolled a 19 and a 9.
but I'm 2 weapon fighting. That's why I rolled twice to see if my.
Yeah, but you rolled 3 times, right? Because you rolled a 19, 9, and
No, just roll
No,
one more time, because you have an advantage. Advantage.
twice the bonus.
Okay, I've only rolled twice because it was 16 with my plus 5, and then 25 for my last.
What was the dice
Wait, I
roll
don't need
before you add
oh.
something?
Sorry,
What was your dice roll before you add something?
18. So I don't get any critical.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
get it. I was just thinking, it's just fishing for the crit. You know, the crit we need, all the crits we need.
You're hoping for a nat 20. You get a nat 20.
Then I would get double damage.
You would
Okay, so
also
go ahead.
double your sneak attack damage too if you get it on your first hit. So that's why I was just like, that's a lot of damage.
Okay. So then I do 6, and then I have 3d6s. 6 plus, so it's 9, 15, 19 for the one hit.
Okay.
And then my 2-weapon hit would be 7. So that's 26 altogether.
So 19 for 1 and then 26 after?
No, altogether 26 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you whip around and you start slashing at this thing. I imagine probably in a bit of scream. And you just begin to start slashing indiscriminately, maybe, and you do a significant amount of damage. And it kind of groans as you do that. But it stares you directly down. And that is gonna put. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I do have bonus actions. So when I do a disengage, they can't attack me, right? That you can't do an attack of
You're
opportunity.
taking
Do I?
action, yeah.
Then can I use my movement after that, even though he's like
Yeah,
trying to
oh, yeah.
chase me? Okay, so I'm disengaging and moving 30 feet away. It's 5 for every square, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay, so I'm closer to Sable now.
So that puts it to Sable now to do as you'd like. There's still
Oh.
one orc. There's the
Can you
howler.
disengage as a?
Do you have my cunning action allowed?
Yeah, that's a rogue ability. It's pretty
Yeah.
sick. Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be a bit. Okay, this changes things. I'm going to.
Just so you know, Pimp, I'm 15 feet away from Sable now.
Okay. I'm going to first use my action to. How far is Grimfang within 120 feet
Yes.
from me?
Yeah. You would be able to reach him as well if you were running with your feline ability.
Okay.
You'd absolutely.
I'm going to use my I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna use my guiding bolt to attack Grimfang. My
Okay,
last guiding
go.
bolt. It's a level 2. I'm gonna see if this does anything. Hopefully it hits. I don't know. Oh yeah. It's a 26.
That hits, yeah. Roll for
Okay.
damage.
Okay. It's a second level, so I use 5d6s. 1, 2, 3,
So that
4,
would be a
5.
die.
1, 2, 3. Ah, that's not. I rolled shitty. That's 13 points of radiant damage, and Grimfang starts to glow with this kind of warm sunlight beam. And the next attack on Grimfang is at advantage. And I'm going to use my bonus action as I'm gonna use I'm gonna channel divinity, and I'm going to give myself Peerless Athlete. So as a bonus action, I gain the following benefits for 10 minutes. I have advantage on athletics and acrobatics checks. The amount I can carry, push, or drag and lift doubles. And then the distance the distance of my long and high jump increases by 10 feet. So basically, that's what I'm like. As soon as I land the hit on there, I'm gonna yell to Sola, be like, Sola, let me carry you, and then I'm going to also, and if you allow this, because I have to move 0 on my turn, and I don't know if this was a 6-second thing before like me stopping. Will you allow me to have another feline agility? And it's up to you. Because I stopped before it started, and then I was waiting. So I'm just like leaving it up to you. Will you let that reset?
Each turn, right?
Huh?
It's in each turn. I think. I don't think it's determined by length of time. It's determined by your turn.
No, it says I can't use it until you move 0 feet on your turn. So like I don't know if you'll count like the beginning of this happen.
So that was essentially one turn that you waited when you did your guiding bolt.
Mhm.
So yeah, you would have it again.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just saying. I'm just kind of trying to clarify that. Okay, okay. So then I'm gonna go to. See, I already used my action. Sola can essentially only go 30 feet, right?
Yeah. And you're about how far are you from the limit?
15 feet. So I'm going to move another 15 feet away. So I'm basically waiting like this way, away from the whole thing. And I'm gonna
Oh.
I yelled to Sola to jump into basically just jump into my arms and let me carry her.
Okay.
So, but you move further away from me so that I could run to you my next turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I
only
see.
going 15 feet on my turn. I haven't used my ability yet. Okay. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Marike has just taken a grievous hit. And he's actually looking. That was a hard hit. That was a hard hit for anyone to take, and you're actually surprised at how much damage you're standing. But he's definitely not down for the count, and he sort of glares at you, and he almost glares at you, as he. Okay, I've never played a barbarian. I can rage at the beginning of my turn. Or do I have to wait till the end?
It's
You
a
can
bonus action.
Yeah, you
You
can
can-
raise as your bonus action.
He is going to enter a rage. That was a hard hit, and he's going in your face with his accent. um,
Slightly Russian.
okay, and he's going to go +2 to his damage. With that. And he can attack twice. So he is going to go after you. Going to go after you with his Brylynn. With his hand axe.
You didn't. Do you go into rage?
And are going to hit as he has a +8 to those. So they are going to hit and he's going to get 11 and 7. So he's going to get 18 points of damage as he retaliates on you. Not quite to the same extent that you nailed him with, but he does turn and retaliate. Oh, and sorry. Wait, what did I say the damage was?
18.
18. 22 total.
Oh, because there's 2.
Yeah, for each attack. And he roars in your face, and he is going to move out of the way and back himself up. Because you definitely shown him that he doesn't stay close to you. And he's going to go outside the howler, leaving Curtin thing. Very smart, very loyal, great. And the orc that is left there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one left right here.
Were they? Okay, never mind. I was just gonna say, do they get an attack of
You can have
opportunity?
one pass. They were behind.
No. Do they get an attack of opportunity for him leaving their spot? They're 5
Brylynn
feet.
would. We never ended up moving them, but you would if you.
Because if he leaves their space, they get
You're right. Yeah.
an attack.
And he's in a rage, so he's gonna be resistant. 12. Okay. That just misses. It's got 30. And then okay. And so that's gonna put it to the orc. The orc, having seen you guys down the other quite easily, is definitely looking a little bit wary. But he's going to come at you nonetheless. However, he's not gonna go in, even though that will attack with the on part. He's going to come for Grognak. And he is going to come for you with his great axe. Yeah. Oh. That is not gonna hit. No. Even with, so he goes to like run up to you to swing a great axe, and he fumbles the entire thing. He runs and he maybe lodges his axe and something. Yeah, and he like runs up, and he maybe that bomb that you threw becomes tied his shoe magic. And he just trips. No, but he runs up and he definitely. That is going to put the top of the round to Grognak.
Okay, what's Grimfang's AC?
It is 16.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be way higher.
No, it's actually not.
Okay.
You would think with dragon scale now. Believe me, I thought.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
There's other reasons for the dragons.
Remember, if you attack him, like you get advantage on Grimfang because he's glowing right now.
Yeah, I'm going to attack Grimfang, and I got advantage on the attack. Yes?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, 19. Oh, plus 6, so 25.
That definitely has for Deb.
Get stressed out. Okay. 13.
Okay.
Oh, plus 2, so 15.
See?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's resistant to what kind of attack was it?
Oh, it's slashing. Yeah. Is he in range too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, slashing.
So we're gonna take 7 hits.
Okay. And then yeah, with my extra attack, I can do attack again, and I get advantage on all my
Yes.
attacks.
We hit against lit up like a jack-o'-lantern.
Okay. 15, 20. 8.
8. Yeah.
And then with my friends A to attack again. Well, plus 6 is 18.
Okay.
11.
Beautiful. Yeah, you.
I'm so stressed out.
Yeah, I'm like,
oh my
I just want to attack. Think straight.
Feel Grognak, I don't want to die.
I made it. Okay. Brylynn. Oh no, right. We just did it differently that one time. Okay, so you do attack him. You definitely you're wearing him down, I would say, but he doesn't even like he just looks pissed, and he's gradually getting more and more upset. And as he's sort of roaring at you, looking like he's ready to retaliate, Fluffy it's his turn in the initiative, and he is going to do 2 bite attacks on Sola, and he's you. As I believe you're still within 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to do I like the way you
Yes, shaking.
you know, but you're like okay, here we go.
Oh god, does it matter that she's like on upside down on the roof?
It's so yeah. Well, that's why I was laughing. I'm like, your head is punched right there, like a perfect.
I was hoping he'd
So
have
I
to
hate
jump
it.
for me.
I hate bite attack, like from that big mouth, but it's not actually going to take your like realistically it wouldn't. Only one of the attacks are going to hit, so lucky for you. But yeah, the ceiling's only 15 feet, so you'd be hanging that. You don't have to jump being 8 feet. You would just sort of there. And he's going to bite, and it is going to do. I guess gotta roll for that. 6. So 11 points of. No, that's not right. Sorry, 8 points of piercing damage. Plus. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're so lucky that you missed the howl, because otherwise you would have had 4d10 psychic damage against for the bite attack. Because it would have had you in a frightened stance. You did not get frightened. So you were very,
I'm so brave.
yeah.
Sorry, how much damage? Does he do any damage?
You did, what was it? It was 5 plus 3, 8. 8
Okay.
points of damage.
I have a reaction of uncanny, which happens, so I'm going to take
Yeah,
4.
absolutely. Yeah, he goes to bite you. Yeah, the real hard hitter there is if the howl at first, then you would have taken psychic damage, which is it's. But yeah,
that's a
you
lot.
guys both with this. You was 24 hours. Well, that's.
I'm not scared of any howler.
You guys are like stupid. No wonder
Big
you
old
called
dog.
Fluffy. He's just a big puppy. That's why you weren't scared.
You're just a big puppy.
All right, that is going to put it to Brylynn. You see that Grimfang and Grognak are sort of a bit of a blow to blow, if you will, and Rike has just run from. There's still an orc Fang close by. You could run up after Rike. I believe you're able to reach him probably.
And it takes a whole turn for me to potion.
I guess. Yeah. Using an object is a turn.
Okay. I will.
How many fingers? This is getting confusing.
And I only have about 30.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the orc here.
But to be fair, I don't pay that close attention. And sometimes later on after the fight, I'll go back to see.
You're like,
it.
oh
I'm
man.
like, oh, I could have done that so much.
I don't know how you, because like I can barely pay attention to what character.
One day we'll know everything. It'll be like
Baldur's Gate has helped. I've learned a lot from playing that game.
I'm so stressed right now, guys. I'm just.
I'm gonna rage first. I'm gonna go for rage. And I will attack this orc next to me.
Okay, right.
I got 12.
That just misses his AC is 30.
I have to check it.
Okay.
Um,
I just realized too that Grimfang took the action time.
oh,
Is that just
he
like
has an extra.
additional?
Yeah. Well, and I always
If
forget.
someone within 5 feet does damage.
I always have +2 melee damage when I'm in a rage,
Mm-hmm.
but I always I never.
I never play a barbarian. So
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I get this.
I banged
a
well,
barbarian.
never
Why
played.
would
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. One more time, or I get 2 more. So that one is 17.
That one hits.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll build the other one. That one definitely hits because that's 6.
Yeah, absolutely. Will do
So-
damage.
Go. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the first.
Okay.
And plus 6, 7, 9 again.
Okay, you get that second 9, you finished him off. Yeah, the first blow you swing in confident, you know exactly where
I
to hit.
thought you were talking about Grimfang for a second. I was like, what?
It's
over?
We did it. No worries about the army or anything else. We did it.
Did it.
Yeah, you know exactly what to do. You fought orcs your whole life. Go in and two hits is all it took, and you were very quickly able to bring him down. It's not quite jellied, but you had him like pretty hard hit. That is gonna put it to Grimfang.
I like how that's our rating system now. 1 to jelly.
I'm dead
Well,
easy.
That's only for you. That's jelly. Every time you do your final attack, you usually have like triple damage on them. I don't know why.
Really satisfying.
And so that's why I'm like, they would be a puddle if you were just like, there's no, of course, unless it's a giant, like you're
They
just
just like reincarnated, died again. Reincarnated, died again.
exactly. That's what happened. Okay, Grimfang is going to okay. He is going to okay. Sorry. He's going to attack you again with his great axe, and he's going to attack you twice again. There were a 15 and an 18 plus 13 each. What was the it's just that you're half damage, right, for slashing?
Mhm.
Okay, so both are gonna hit.
Oh my god. Poor Grognak. He really hates him.
The one is going to be 17, so 8. And one is 14, so 7. Yeah, that's what my teacher wouldn't eat math. I didn't say that. What a good kid.
Teachers
Okay.
nowadays are like, if you want to play D&D, you're gonna have to learn your addition
That's actually that
and your multiplication tables.
I think it would.
Math
Okay.
in my fantasy role-playing game?
Do you not want to? Yeah, he is furious, and he is going to smoke you with 2 more hits of his great axe. And I imagine it's not you just exchanging blows. You guys are definitely locking axes because you hit with a great axe too, right?
Mhm.
You're both locking axes, maybe snarling at each other, pushing the other back, slashing it again. What are you at for hit points?
6.
You guys are like roaring the whole time.
Yeah, just yelling.
Yelling back.
Plus 2 damage, so add 2 more damage total. Because it wouldn't be 4. It just
How much did he do?
He did.
You don't remember.
Huh? How much damage did
Yeah.
you just give me? 17 in total, but that was half.
What was that?
I'm just
The damage.
curious how heavy hitting. Water.
Yeah, you're definitely getting inspiration for next one because you're the first one to be brave enough to attack. And okay, I think that is going to be his turn. He is going to move back a little bit, seeing that it is now just him and you and Brylynn, and given the fact that he knows that Brylynn is Brylynn of Mace, he is going to move closer to Marike.
Oh,
He's
would-
able to walk 40 feet. So
and would we both get an opportunity of attack?
I think Grognak would only get an opportunity because
I think it
Brylynn
only
already
be
used your reaction.
further away. He's out of her reach. So go ahead and roll an opportunity attack on him.
Well, she already used your earlier in the round. You only have one opportunity. You only have one reaction per round. When you take an opportunity attack, that uses your reaction.
Oh, and I get an advantage on him, right? Because of the.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is it. That ended after the first attack.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's only one time.
Yeah.
per se.
Nat 20.
Oh,
That's critical. You're rolling double damage. Roll your damage and double.
And then I add the.
Yeah.
+3.
Our dice, they're getting like
Come on.
kisses goodnight and tucked into bed.
kisses goodnight.
So that's 15 total.
It's one of my favorite things you've ever said. 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate to do this, but it is halved because
Yeah.
it's slashing. So is it 15 halved or is it 15?
Yeah, 15 halved.
15 halved. Okay, beautiful. Good. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Great. Okay, so you go for that. Now I have retaliation. Can I retaliate on that? Because all it says is that when someone within 5 feet of me does damage to me, I can take a retaliation. Let me see.
What does it
When you take
use?
damage from a creature that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against
Yeah.
the creature, so I will be able to retaliate. And it doesn't say any charges, so I'm assuming I can do
You
that.
use your
once
reaction,
per-
so each turn he'll get a reaction.
yeah,
So he
once
could
per
use
turn,
that once per turn.
actually
Yeah.
do it. Okay, so
And then just add 1 damage to that
Okay.
because it was +2.
yeah, you're definitely he's looking slightly roughed up now, and he
Oh fuck.
is going to retaliate with his great axe again on you, and it was an 18 plus 13 to hit, so it hits. And I should just remember this. What his
God.
actual one 11, so 19, so 18 divided by 2 is 9, so 9. Oh, plus 10 points of damage. You're gonna take.
Wait, what about halved, right?
That was halved.
Okay. That was halved.
Yes. Yeah, it was
Grognak
1d12 and then plus
Why
another
were you
2.
low before? Is that
No,
why?
I was like.
Oh, he's just
He's a hard.
Yeah, he's really kicking the shit out. Okay.
There's a reason I gave you guys a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of that. And that's gonna put it to Sola.
okay.
Sola, remember what I
That's-
said to you?
Yeah, okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my 2 weapon fighting against the howler.
Okay, go for it.
I have to roll d20. Bad at combat. I don't. 14 for one, and 23.
The second
And 4 plus 4. So I did 8 points of damage.
Okay.
He's still good?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I stabbed him once more time, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to and run at Sable and leap into his arms. And
You
jump
run
off the
like-
roof.
Yeah, that's right. You're upside down still.
Yeah. I'm just like jumping down.
I was thinking of it. Yeah, okay. So you don't even have to jump. You basically just fall. You're like, catch me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. That's gonna put it to you, Sable. Catch her.
Um.
Be a strength roll because you're gonna carry her. So do the same thing with strength check.
Don't drop her. She's head will hit the ground first.
Well, I imagine she's like lithe enough that if she like released,
I'm rolling so good.
I
21.
could make roll an acrobatics check.
I got-
how much flavor you spin on it.
I got a +10 to acrobatics, so
Well, just wait. You would have beat the
How?
DC
It's-
anyway. You don't even have to.
Any like
it's because I get like proficiencies. Like I've had proficiencies twice
And
leveling up,
very
and I
into
picked
this one.
acrobatics.
You're a big meat sack.
You're like
is
an
what-
expert on acrobatics. That's why it's just like,
Yeah, yes, that's what it was. It
yeah,
was
your
expertise.
expertise. You're an expertise in acrobatics. I got a 21.
Yeah, you carry the shit out of it.
Okay. So
Practically like one arm like Popeye with olive. You're like,
Can I can I essentially like put her on my back, like piggyback?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm very small. Well, I
And
mean,
you start
I'm
running.
like 5.
No.
You're
Wait. This is
Okay.
this is gonna.
Just-
I need to explain this because this is going to. what I'm going to do on my turn is I'm going to use my action to dash, but I'm also going to use my feline agility to double my speed. So my speed becomes 80. So I'm going to dash. I'm going to dash 160 feet per 6 seconds. I'm basically trying to get us both out of there. And I have my channel divinity. I have if this matters, I have advantage on like my carrying speed and stuff doubles. So like I can she's like weighs nothing to me right now.
Okay.
And
That-
I'm just taking off with her.
Okay, you do that. You start running, and very quickly, I would say with how much distance you're able, you'll be able to disappear from sight like blink. Like you're gone. And you run down the tunnels, and you essentially would be out of battle for the two of you at that point because the hope of something to catch up with you, unless you guys stop dead, is
Yeah, after I'm going the 160 feet for 6 seconds, I'll then go back to reducing to 80 feet per because I'm like basically dashing and trying to get out of there. I'm trying to get me and Sola out of there. Huh?
Oh, because you're using your dash as an action each time.
No,
Right.
I'm using my feline agility once for the first initial sprint off, which makes it 160. After that, after that, then I'll go back down to 80 feet, which I'm using dash like constantly.
That's like, yeah, you're treating it like an action, not just like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. I'm gonna remember that for travel. So you run.
Brylynn told me to run. I'm running.
Yeah, you start running, and you are essentially out of battle. You guys are able to just basically make your way down the tunnels as you were before very quickly. If you wanted to, you could go up into the castle, or you could go right.
So this is the question: is like while this is going on, because like I don't know what Sable's plan was, but my plan was to go back to the castle and basically scream cock-a-doodle-doo and hope one of the guards comes.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
So I don't know how that works in conjunction to this.
Well, I mean, like if we're running, you could probably tell me because you're basically I'm piggybacking you on my back.
Oh yeah, I could say that to Sable then, I guess.
I would say that given the distance, everything, they would have at least, like where you guys are, they would have at least probably 4 more rounds to go around them
Before we
you
can
would
get
even
help and back.
Get help and even get close enough to be able to scream down the tunnel. Because these are long tunnels.
You said we were 15 feet from the ladder.
No, 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry, 15 minutes from the ladder.
Yeah.
Even though we just ran like it was like 160 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 160 feet for 6 seconds for the first one, and then every other 6 seconds after that, it's 80 feet. So however distance we were originally from that, we can go like I don't know, like see that's the thing. I don't know the distance of the tunnel to the castle, back to the castle.
Yeah, but I did say 15 minutes. So yeah, okay. So you are able to run up, but man, you're like Flash. So you're going up.
I'm fast. Look.
You wouldn't have enough time to come back though in your one.
Well, yeah, I'm just like what I'm thinking is I just want us to get back to the castle to like get safety.
Get reinforced
You know?
back.
Yeah.
Basically, let's say you're popping out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Into the kitchen with that amount of movement. I don't know the exact, so I'm thinking 15 feet, or not 15 feet. Sorry, not amount of time you could make it there, get into the kitchen, and be ready. Okay, and we're gonna put it then because you're technically out of the battle, like nobody's gonna be coming after you. So we're gonna put it to you, Marike, and he is now looking around, seeing that you guys have essentially just blinked out of existence. He's going to focus his attention on Grognak, and
I am worried that Grognak is gonna get smashed.
He's like he like started jogging, but then he saw just blink disappear, and he's like, oh okay.
yeah, he saw you disappear because you guys. It would have happened very fast. If you moved fast in 6 seconds, you literally would have flashed out of existence. Like he would have seen you starting up to run and like bam, like a firecracker. anyone with any sense of logic cannot catch it. Like, there's no way. It'd be like seeing a cheetah catch
So,
speed.
like-
You'd just be like,
Little howlers like,
Like-
oh.
yeah. Especially are running like a cheetah would run. They can run miles per hour. It's insane. A lot. You've taken off like a cheetah. Like, he's
Yeah.
gonna look at you and I'm a big barbarian. What am I gonna do? So he's gonna focus on Grognak with 2 hits. One was a 9, one was a 6 plus 8. What's 6 plus
14.
14? And a 15, so neither of those hit.
No, no.
Um,
So he's moved up to where I am.
yes. So he's got 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come. And I think that's all he's gonna do. I think he's gonna move up to you, and he's going to do that. He's gonna attempt to attack you, and you're gonna be able to just knock him out of the way with your axe. And that is going to put it up to you, Grognak, to retaliate how you would like.
Hey, so I'm going to I'm gonna Marike first with my great axe.
Okay.
Now what I'm wondering is we've all been in rage for quite a while. Is that ended now?
No, it hasn't been 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to keep track. I just like, I think it's been like
3-ish.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and if I don't land an attack, do I come out of rage?
It's if you haven't attacked your last turn.
Okay, so I attempted to attack. So I'm still man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Marika is still yes.
He's pissed.
You almost cooked my face.
or taking damage. So
It's my best feature.
Yeah, you can stay in range if you get hit too, right? Like you can take damage and
yeah, you still stay in rage unless you are knocked unconscious. Yeah, and your turn ends without you either taking attacking or taking damage.
Okay. All right.
Wait, does that mean that your rage ends early if you take damage?
no,
No,
if you
if you don't take damage,
don't take
or
damage.
make an attack in one whole turn,
Oh.
then your rage ends. Yeah.
Because the barbarian's not going to do either of those things unless they're out of battle anyway.
So if you haven't taken damage in
Makes
one
sense.
your rage?
No,
Or
if you
maybe-
don't take damage and you don't attack, then your rage ends.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
which makes sense because they're
Yeah.
not going to sit there and take a hit and be like, "Oh, I'm not mad about this at all."
I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
happy.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going
That makes
to
sense.
use the great axe to try
Oh, no.
I got a nat 1, but that's a 7.
No.
But it's your turn, right?
You don't put your own.
Uh
No, it's probably Marike's advances. That's how you know, you're like trying to block him, you're trying to deal with Brylynn at the same time, and it's just all too much.
so and then my second to a bomb at Grimfang.
Okay. Right.
So what do I have to do for that?
Just roll your attack.
Morning Star,
plus,
yeah.
And then
17
it's
plus
really
12,
sweet. Morning.
17.
That hits.
Still, I have used it. I've
Yeah. There's a little bit of a difference. What's the dexterity?
12.
Uh,
Spence is going.
he yeah, he's gonna take full hit of that. Go ahead and start.
8.
8. Yeah, you throw that. And this time he does yell out as it hits and sort of way.
And then that's not even half.
Yeah,
Because
you
it's
You get the full
It's,
like.
it's
It's fire
fire. Yeah, it's
damage.
fire damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my frenzy to attack. Okay, again.
Oh, was it Marike or Grimfin?
I threw
Grimfin.
Grimfin,
Okay.
and Marike is a second attack. Okay.
Okay. That's going to put it to Fluffy, and he is going to stop and sort of sniff around and look very confused. Where in the world did everyone go? And he is going to, yeah, he's going to turn around, and he is going to do. He's just going to do a straight bite attack on.
How far can he move?
He can move 40 feet. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, you guys are sorry. Okay, well in that case, he's gonna move forward, and he's going to do his owl at you guys. And so I need you both to roll wisdom.
Would it affect Marike too?
Yes, it will.
Oh no.
That's why I was avoiding.
But not Grimfang, 'cause
Right.
He's right
Right now,
next to
it's
him. Yeah.
avoid the cone because it's a cone that's shooting off. But yeah, it would affect it. Okay, yeah.
So, what is
One, I'm not even gonna. Marika's freaking terrified.
so? What is the
Yeah.
what saving throw are we doing?
wisdom.
You have to get a 16.
So I got 16, but hold on.
If you met it, then you win. You
You-
don't have to beat it. That's right.
But me?
You
Oh, I'm in a rage.
no, but I think you have to. Okay, hold on. Prized.
Oh no.
So do you get frightened or something?
Yes. What happens is you are frightened until the end of the Howler's next turn. So it's through a full cycle, and I get to do another you. While you're frightened, your speed is halved, and you're incapacitated.
Yeah, I know
There's something here that I remember. Be
cannot be charmed or frightened while raging.
where does it say that?
Mindless rage.
Mindless.
Both raging.
Where does it say that? Mindless rage. Okay, yeah.
So then that
So,
Marike
yeah.
as well. He's raging as well.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but does he have mindless rage?
It's
Right.
a thing that you guys picked, right, for your rage. Because
think-
there's different types of rage. You can have different
Yeah,
types of rage when you
yeah.
pick. Yeah.
Well, it's a feature. It's not a bonus action that you choose. It's a feature that's added to your.
Once you hit a certain level,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Okay. He's probably a higher level, but
And he's an and a barbarian.
So
So
Marike?
just depending on what.
Okay.
Or he can, yeah.
he's a Goliath.
Because I don't know if that's an.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, while raging.
This poor Howler. He's like
He's trying so hard.
He's trying his
scared of
best.
me.
He's walking around and he's like, oh, he sits down.
It's like a
and you're
chihuahua, like
oh.
she's like,
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, he tries and literally paying him. And this poor
Just
Howler
ignore him.
looks slightly bothered as he's sitting sort of like things.
and he let his prey get away. I'm just gonna
He did. He's gonna be in trouble later. Don't get me wrong. And
I can't outrun the
I'm
dog.
not getting tucked into bed.
He gets no
Trying to
kisses,
do-
good nights.
That's right.
Not from Ginfang.
But it is 9:30 now for Taylor. So we are going to stop.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, okay.
It's
And
an hour
then
drive.
on Fluffy's turn, Fluffy did nothing. Brylynn, leave the board. Everybody leave the board exactly how it is. And hopefully this has been recording so that I remember everything.
Yeah.
But Brylynn, you are up next. So do not forget that.
So okay, wait. The next in the line is
Brylynn.
where's your?
I was gonna say, like, I could just leave. I don't know. It's up to you guys, because, like, you know what I want to do, anyways.
Honestly,
No.
this will go on for a while.
Okay.
If you guys are trying to finish the thing tonight,
Is that even possible?
My attack.
I know with this, yeah, it would be a tough fight to finish off.
Nobody is sick next week.
Yeah, nobody's
Oh,
on
when-
sick.
wait,
Nobody's,
What's it's the 11th. Okay, I forgot. I'm going on vacation on the 13th to the 23rd. So
Okay.
that month, I totally forgot. I'm
we
so
have to
sorry.
finish this.
next week.
Yes, I'll be here for the next session, but yeah, I'm gonna be away. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that I was.
And we're gonna start doing as well. The first Monday of the month will not have. So that could run her session.
What the?
Okay.
Oh my god, my cat. Sorry, she scared the heck out of me. She's now like climbing on top of my deal. Get off! Get off!
So glad you're all gonna not sleep tonight. Your guys. We're tired. No work tomorrow. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I
I opened.
oh,
I gotta go to
you
soup,
are so
and then I
bad
gotta
at
drive an
waking
hour.
up
Oh, I'm
early.
not. I hate it.
What?
Yeah, I've been opening a lot. Lately,
Oh my
actually.
god. Okay. I don't even know if that was the right decision to run, but you told me to run, so I'm running.
I
Good. Hopefully we can get some.
You can literally dash like Flash. I feel like somehow that doesn't seem right. Though you could do that 24/7, couldn't you?
No, not 24/7. I have to stop moving for 1 sec. I can dash every other 6 seconds. It's kind of like it's like a special ability for tabaxis. So I can't do it every consistent 6 seconds. I can only
Yeah,
do
but
it for every other.
dash action on each turn.
But you have to not move for a full. Turn.
Yeah, I have to not move for a full round to be able to use it. So that's why I only
You
used
can't
it
do every turn,
at the
like,
beginning.
other-
Yeah.
You can just run for your life.
Yeah, because at some point your 40-foot speed has to come into.
Yeah. So like I can only dash. Originally, I can only dash 80 feet, but because of this ability, it doubles it
That's what I mean. Like you can always go 80 feet.
on
I
a
thought people-
dash.
One time they have to stop, and then one time you have to stop.
Yeah.
It's because she was just talking about dashing, though, which is just double your speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the feline agility is double.
yeah. So both of them. So you would only be able to go. So if you were, let's say you had feline agility, you're going 80 feet. Your dash, I think, would that apply to the full 80, or would that apply to just the 40?
Yeah.
Well,
The original.
You're right, it's
And then
120
also
feet.
you'd have to. It's always gonna be 80 feet, which is what's wild to me. That's a lot. That's more than a horse.
but it says when you take the dash action, you gain extra movement for that current turn. The increased equals your speed after applying modifiers with the speed of 30 feet. For example, you can move up to 60 feet on your turn if you dash. So it's after applying any modifiers.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm saying that literally you never ever, because you could technically always go 80 feet, which seems really broken to me. So you could always do either a dash or do your feline agility. Then your dash, feline agility. Like if one of them needs to take a break, you could literally just swap back and forth. Could you not?
No, I can't because I have to stop moving for my feline agility to be. If I'm constantly dashing, it'll never get recharged again.
Okay, so you go 80, and then the next time you go 120 again, and then 80, and then 120, and then 80, and then 120.
No, I can't do it like consistently. I have to I literally have to move 0 feet for that ability to get recharged. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like I can do it once, and because the feline agility says that I have to move 0 feet for it to be able to recharge.
I don't want to take these.
Oh,
I'll lose them.
Bye. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Bye. Yeah, I'm making you talk, and then I was like,
Sorry.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna stop the recording.